What's up, everybody? It's time. It's Saturday night. We play Icewind Dale, Dungeon of the Mad Dungeon Ice Raven Queen Curse of Strahd
I love
game.
you,
It's gonna
man.
be fun, and our dungeon master, who actually knows the real title, is Mr. Drake Takes. Take it away, sir.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Saturday, and it's September 26th, 2020. And the assholes are going to get cold again. AARPG role-playing group, right?
Is that what? Is
Quit
that what?
fucking subscribing.
Okay, there we go. I think now we're good. Yep, we're back. So you're good to go. I'll fix
And
Bob's
you can
camera.
turn.
Yeah, I gotta turn
Damn
Bob's
it.
camera.
Bobby's here.
Am I gonna
So,
have absent across my forehead?
No, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
It doesn't feel like it's been a week since we played last.
So he's gonna change it to Baka.
All right, everybody should be able to hear us and see us and all that good stuff.
Japanese for idiot.
Ah. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah. It's Saturday. I said happy Saturday last time. Maybe it's not, since Rob keeps breaking shit.
Wait, should I
And
do
I
the
broke
intro
shit
again? No, I'm just
yesterday.
kidding.
But these guys are in Icewind Dale. Let me push you guys a little map, so we can get back into the feeling of where you guys are at. Icewind Dale. It's a nice map, and you guys are like right down here on the lake. If you want to zoom in, Caer Coneg on Lake Danishire, which is almost completely frozen over. There's a little bit of non-frozen stuff out in the deep water. But no ferry in the Lake Dinishire. Normally there's a ferry that comes out of Caer Coneg and goes to, Caer Dumval and to East Haven across the lake, but not lately. And you guys found some thieving going on in Caer Coneg. Some thievery, and you found some footy prints. So you guys were following footy prints. And the tracks that you find lead away from the northern what's this? Northern Lights Inn. and they end up getting covered up by the snow and so forth. So you guys decided to see about getting a dog sled. And it was already kind of late, so you guys get up in the morning and you start hunting around again, and you actually find fresh footprints that were left by what you guys assume is a scout. And following those footprints leads you to a different set of tracks, which were made by a larger booted creature pulling a sled. So you guys decided we are going to follow the sled. But we have to rewind a little and talk about the dog sleds and its pricing, because you're like, we're gonna get a dog sled, but it's not so easy. The dog sled itself is it's 20 gold if you were to buy it outright, and then you got dogs and feed and But the Jartha, the dwarf mountain guide, 10 gold pieces a day, and she'll take care of both of the dog sleds that she has, all of the dogs, and she'll accompany you. And she knows the area pretty good.
Creeper can pull the sled.
Hey, by the way, Obsidian has received a random magic item from Draco Wizard in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Table B.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Draco's Wizard.
Potion of Calamity.
Yeah. Potion of sledding.
It is a potion of force resistance. Yeah, you're going to remember to use that one.
Hey, if we get into wizard battles.
I know, right?
Next time I blast
no.
you with Eldritch Blast.
Magic missiles. Run away!
I cast magic missile on the darkness. No, that was.
Are there girls
on
there?
Obsidian? I cast
That was
magic
Obsidian.
missile on the dark one.
Racist.
Yeah. I threw it on there. Potion ID. Here you go. He thanks you very much for the potion. So what do you guys think? You want to spend the 10 gold pieces?
We can hire them for about 2 hours or 2 days and 8 hours. Will you do that?
She says 2 days and 8 hours.
We're broke.
The party has. I mean, this is not where she can hear it. This is just out of character. We have 151 gold between all of us. I mean, we can afford it.
So you're saying I have almost half the wealth?
Well,
I can
As the
sell
noble.
off my crossbow. I don't need it.
Neo,
Couldn't
you
we-
have. If you think 39
She
is
says
half of
now
151,
I hear
then yeah.
y'all all arguing.
I have
and
64.
Let me just
I'm a noble.
confirm that it's only gonna take less than a day to get out to the cairn, and maybe a day back. You won't need me but 2 days.
All right,
Okay,
let's
so
if you
20
promise
gold
to
is what you're saying?
change your voice, we'll do it.
Unless we get into a snowdrift or something, you know.
So
Calm
will you do
down,
it
boys.
for? Will you do it for 20 gold?
I'll do it for 20 gold if
All right,
we're back here in 2 days. That's simple math. 1, 2.
If we're doing it for the city,
Wait.
can't we charge that Dragonborn? Just make him pay for it?
I'm sure he would be happy to pay for it after you do.
Half up front, half after we get back.
We just get a receipt with that, okay? We'll turn
Matter
it
of
back
fact-
expenses.
I'll do you boys even a good one.
Hello.
Even a good one, okay?
You pay me when we get back.
Okay, sounds good.
love you, man.
I trust you. I'll be with you. And she looks over at Diablo Bob's character. What's your character's name?
Neo.
And she looks at your fat pouch and she says, I know where the money's at.
Maka 1027,
Smiles
thank
with
you
a
so much for the
brown
resub.
tooth.
Thank you so much. Bit boss.
All right.
All right, so you guys hire up Jarthra. Let's take a look at Jarthra real quick. Let's see what she's got. She's got the 2 dog sleds. Each sled, she tells you now, boys, this isn't just get on the thing and go for a ride. You have to help them dogs. You can't just stand there. You got to push a little sometimes when they get stuck. She gives you a little lesson on dog sled. Technically, only 2 people can stand on the sled and 1 person has to sit if there's 3 of you. And she's got 2 sleds, so it breaks up 3 and 2. So who gets to sit?
I'll
Who's going to
sit
be
with my finger
pretty
pointed forward.
useless? Well, I think the frail monk looks like JJ from the what was the
Good times.
good time. He's all skinny and doesn't have any strength. He's got a 7
You
strength,
think
so
that guy looks like JJ from
That's
Good
just one
Times.
lower than me.
I meant his physical appearance, how skinny he is. He's got a 7 strength. I mean, he ain't helping dog
Yeah.
sled much.
Minus
Who's-
So
2.
my mighty 10 strength will go ahead and
Well,
push. I
somebody's
guess.
only got an 8 strength, huh?
That's the warlock.
So,
The both of
My
us will
mo-
sit.
there's
Yeah,
like
those
a,
2
everybody
will
else is standing.
sit. A
like
strong
battle
ones.
between who's the weakest.
With my
Yeah.
You're
common or
stronger.
strength.
Look,
So
you can
we'll
push me
push.
further away.
The pushers are the paladin and the 2 sorcerers. This is a weak ass party. Oh my god.
We are the
Mush.
powerful ones.
The dogs are like,
Hurry it up there, mush.
the dogs don't like you guys. They growl every time. Lazy asses. All right, so let me throw some sound and wind or something. But you guys figure zooming in on the map that it is 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 miles out to the cairn. Dog sleds can travel about a mile an hour, so you think it's going to take you between 4 and 5 hours to get out there. It's morning, so you should be getting out to the cairn sometime midday. So it will be light. You'll be able to see a little bit, which means you won't necessarily have to have a light source in your immediate area because you'll have some dim light.
Has the blizzard passed?
The blizzard was while you were hunting the wolves, so yeah, it has calmed down. But up here, let's see, the average temperature or today's temperature, it's actually warmed up a little bit. It is only minus 30 today, so.
It's a heat wave.
Yeah, it's warmed up. The average is minus 38, so
Uh-huh.
it's just a little bit warmer than it normally is. No chance of, the ice melting.
Do people, like, if
Well,
it's minus 38 and then it's minus 30, do people go, oh man, it feels so nice out here today? Like, you
So
can't
they
tell the
got their-
fucking difference.
They take
Yeah.
their
Time
gloves
to
off.
take your
and
coat off.
Yeah. It's 8 degrees
Nice.
warmer. Like, you can tell the difference between 72 and 80, but you can't tell the difference between minus 38 and minus 30.
once it's down below 20 degrees, it's just freaking cold.
Yeah.
So about 3 hours into the journey, she says, "Boys!" She holds her hand up and she tells the dogs to stop, and she says, "I think I saw some tracks back there we went over. They went up the hill." She points behind you. "These things don't have reverse."
All right, guys,
So,
pull us back.
oh shit.
Obsidian
It's
and
a
I will
whole
sit here while
ordeal to
you-
get the dogs turned around to move back like 50 feet or 200 feet or whatever.
So
It
I have
took
an
her
idea.
about 200 feet to get them stopped. So it's about 200 feet back. She says she thought she saw some
Obsidian
tracks.
will jump off and go.
Different
check it out.
tracks.
He'll go look.
So you like get snowshoes on, or you just like spear through the ice, like.
No, he'll have he'll once he starts talking, he'll throw his shoes on real quick, and then go trudge over there.
So he's like,
See
so
what he can see.
trudging off in the darkness by himself, looking for tracks.
Because it's dark and I am human, I am going to cast light on a torch.
I thought you just said it was light. We could see. We didn't need.
It's
You
dim
said
light,
darkness.
so you can see as far as you can see in dim light, which isn't very far.
20 feet? 40 feet?
So light on a torch, and I'll hand it to Obsidian and say, "Here you go."
Frost holes.
Thank you.
So you guys see this beacon of a skinny fellow walking out. Looks like a match when it gets a little further out, like Richard Pryor or something going on out there.
Wow. Wow.
Wow,
You want a
it's all
perception?
That's a nice
Wow.
43-year-old
No,
reference
actually,
that you
I
just
need a
tossed out there.
survival check at advantage to find these tracks.
Survival, huh?
Yeah, for the lone guy that's by himself out
For
there.
Obsidian, it's alone,
Yeah.
off in the distance.
All right. Well, nobody else knows this, but you do. You find the tracks. What do you do? They go
Nice.
up the hill. Like, if you guys were heading towards the cairn, they're off to your left.
I'm gonna
So,
wave. How
south?
far? You said they're 200 feet. I'm gonna wave the torch back and forth.
So you guys see a torch waving back and forth.
Okay. So we turn the dogs around, I guess.
So that's gonna take like 20 minutes. So what are you gonna do for like 20 minutes?
I have an idea that will speed this process up. So, Groon, what I need you to do is I need you to get off the sled with your snowshoes and just start running as fast as possible. And I'll cast prestidigitation on you, so that way the dogs will go ahead and race you to the light.
Make him look like a rabbit.
Nope.
Pork chop around his neck. That's how everybody
Yes.
gets the dog to play with them, isn't it?
Yeah,
It'll
Gren
speed
doesn't
this
run.
process up.
That's a Rodney Dangerfield joke.
You want to run? That's fine. I'll cast prestidigitation on you and minor illusion. Gren doesn't run.
Awesome.
So your arm's getting kind of tired, Obsidian. I
We're
mean,
waving back.
it's not really, sparking or anything because it's just
I'll get off and start
Wait.
walking towards
big
Obsidian.
light.
All right.
Eventually, you see the second weakest guy in the party come help. As far
Yep.
as physical strength goes,
Juicy.
trudging
Me-
through the snow.
Neo will go ahead and follow too.
So what you see is a set of tracks. The sledded and the big booted footprint tracks are going the way you guys were going. They're continuing on. These tracks break off. They actually cut across. You're like kind of in a little valley here, and the tracks came from the right side and went down and crossed over and went off to the left. These tracks appear to be two sets of tracks. Let me see. Oh, doesn't help when you search for NPC. Let's see. What are these? So they are a four-toed bipedal creature. The toes have like little claws on them and little pads. So you think some kind of. You don't think it's a wolf, but it looks similar. Who's got the knowledge of the area here?
Not me.
Not it.
Or a nature?
Oh.
Is anybody trained in nature?
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
We are a highly unprepared party.
You guys are like,
Hey, we brought
you
our
all
chat
shrug.
cleric.
There's two of them, whatever they were.
We got
Point
a
up the
chat
hill.
cleric. We got.
They're probably better off having that drunk town speaker look for these guys than us.
My house is that way. He points the opposite direction.
So you got the tracks that continue towards the cairn, and then these tracks that cut across your tracks that lead up the hill. So, I mean, you can keep going, or you can go follow these tracks. You think they run up? You can see that the hill goes on up for, at least 150, 200 yards until you get to the top of the hill.
Are they the same tracks that were in the city? Or are they different
No,
style?
these look kind of like a two-legged wolf, maybe.
So if this isn't... So who's with me? Just Grun?
Grun and Neo
Grun,
are
yeah.
headed your way.
I'm turning dogs around, I guess.
Well, are we
I see.
really going to just be distracted by a random set of tracks that cross the quarry that we were after?
No.
Right. So once Grun points out that these are different tracks, I just...
And we can come back to them
We-
afterward, but mark it
Yeah,
somehow.
I agree. Let's go.
So Grun
Sorry, I
puts a
didn't
little
realize
like.
they were different.
Well, Grun puts a little like a trail marker on a boulder with an arrow. It points up the hill. I don't know.
Start blasting boulders to make arrows.
And you guys come back, and Dennis doesn't even have the dog's attention yet. You know, I mean, it's only been like a minute maybe as you guys come back. Tell him,
Yeah.
just some weird tracks. Let's keep going. So you guys get back on and get the dogs going again. And you
Much.
come to the tracks lead into a deeper valley. There's a frozen river down at the bottom of the valley, and the valley's probably about a mile from what looks like the base of the cairn. You can see the cairn sticking up in the dim light. You know, the clear sky, kind of. You can see the cairn silhouette way ahead, and you figure maybe a little less than a mile to the cairn itself. But this valley starts to head down towards the side of the cairn, and you lose the tracks. You know, you're not sure if they kept going to the north or further into the mountain directly into the valley. So you're not sure which way to go. You lost the tracks. So I guess your choice is you guys can go back, or you can try to do something else.
Isn't this guide worth helping us to find the way we're supposed to go? Damn it! Damn
She's
it,
like-
Bobby!
She's like, she gets the dogs all stopped and gets them all organized and gets the little brakes all out and everything, and she says, "All right, boys, spread out and start looking for tracks. Go, you two, go up the hill over there and see if you can see anything off that way. See, look for lights and stuff like that. You two come over here. You two weaklings come over here and feed these dogs while we all go look around." So is
Neo
that what you
will
guys
cast-
wanted her, the
Shit.
NPC to take over? All right, cool.
Neo will cast light on another torch that he's holding, so he can see. Just to make sure.
She's like, "I hope you realize that you can see that light for at least a mile away if you're holding it up high enough."
I thought it was the middle of the daytime.
It is in the middle of the daytime, and Icewind Dale is dim
Oh
light.
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't
Well,
want to
so
be
you
around the
just
light.
Start looking around. He'll start fanning out where he thinks the tracks went. See if he can find some.
All right, let me do one of these things. One of these. What's going on? Oh, I gotta select somebody. Select. Request roll.
Draco Wizard just bought a random monster, Drake.
Nice.
He's sick of waiting. He wants some murder hobo action. So, stand by, everybody, while we all fight a CR1
Says,
monster.
go!
It's gonna take 3 seconds.
The abominable prom date.
So, the two that are down at the sleds. You guys
no, that's not me.
hear?
The weaklings.
Yeah, you hear some like yipping and squawking voices coming towards you guys, like from the way you came. Everybody
All right.
else is off doing their own thing. Like,
I'm gonna look out
they're
towards
near, but
that direction.
you see, in the dim light, way, 100 feet out, you see 4 little figures like darting back and forth across the little path that you guys came down to get out here. And you can hear them making yip and squawking noises. Give me
How far
a
away?
perception check.
Who?
The 2 that can hear it.
The weaklings
That are-
back at the.
Obsidian and Grun.
Okay, thank you.
So was Obsidian looking for tracks, or was he feeding the dogs? Because I thought I was looking for tracks. He had me roll a survival.
He said the 2 weaklings, so.
We were surviving
Uh,
feeding the dogs,
Yeah, you're trying to
keeping them
survive
from
feed the
eating
dog.
us.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Wow.
Gorbidal Cheerbits, thank you, sir. Gorbidal Cheerbits, 1500 bit boss. Cheerbits. Gorbidal.
Oh, language are these guys. They let's do it this way.
If they get within 240, I'm gonna start blasting. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna start blasting anyway.
If they come within a quarter mile.
240, baby. That's awesome. Double your range.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
Wow, so you guys, both Grun and Obsidian, understand the voices. And actually, you both think that they're kobolds.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely start blasting.
Why did I not Oh, disregard.
So I'm gonna let out a whistle.
You didn't hear it, that's why you didn't.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
You understood it, but you didn't hear it.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna let out a whistle and wave the torch again. Try to get people's attention.
I'll use prestidigitation to make an effect up in the sky, like a red puff of smoke to indicate danger.
Flare to the map. Flare to the map.
All right, so I'm gonna chuck you guys quickly onto a map, and we're gonna get busy with these guys. Get busy. All right, so let me push you this quick little blank map I got. So CK Crapper and Neo,
It's Craper,
you
it's
guys are
Craper.
kind of.
Crapper would be 2Ps. It's Craper.
CK
You know he's going to say it every
Crapper.
time.
I'm gonna say
That's
it every
why he
time.
wanted to run Icewind Dale, because he's tired of making maps.
This
You
is
only
just,
need one thing
this
for
is-
a
It's
map.
a
This is
beautifully
yeah,
one
detailed
white
map.
square.
Of
This is an
Just
excellent
a
snow map.
snowy-
yeah, exactly.
snowy ravine.
Wait, here, hold on.
Sometimes the what the hell's the deal with the tokens? Why don't they fit in?
Oh my gosh,
Draw,
the
draw a
snow
little
animation
black
of
dot,
this.
and you can have a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Oh, Drake, I'll bet you this doesn't have. This isn't. There's a grid, but it's not gridded, right? It actually doesn't have a grid on it, does it?
Oh yeah, let me do that.
It does not.
You'll probably need to remove tokens and then re-add them.
Remove tokens. Oh, I got to be in play mode to do that. That's why.
All I know is that snow animation on this snowy ravine is just choice.
I can't
Did it-
see it.
So did it put a grid on there?
We can't tell because the grid is big.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
There it is.
There it
Yeah.
is.
It's just not aligned.
Well-
Yeah.
I'm seeing blood.
Can't you put the grid on the old way where you just match it to one square and it does it? What is all this fucking bullshit? Is this how you have to do it now?
You can't
No.
draw a grid. You have to
Yes, you
enter
can.
in
Oh
dimensions.
my
No, yeah, you
God.
can. Yeah, you can.
Click the mouse
Yeah.
next to it.
Yeah.
Click the mouse.
Okay.
and it-
What?
Keep
No,
going.
I don't like this. I don't. This seems like such a pain in the ass.
Dude.
Because remember how you could just right click and draw the 50, whatever, 75, whatever it was, and
I
then
don't.
just boom.
I think what we got to do here is we're just gonna go make a new map and throw a blank.
Well,
Be
but
faster than try to line up.
Why you can't? So Marbania says you can. You see, he says you can draw on it.
Yes, you can.
There's
a symbol
yeah.
of a mouse right next to
Right,
it.
but what it's looking
Right.
like to me is the grid that's on that old map from Classic is distorted. So me trying to line up the grid on it is not going to work. It's not a square grid on the map, so it's just easier just to throw
Where
a new
is this
background.
from? This blank map? Where did you get it?
I've had it since I started using Fantasy Grounds.
And aren't those squares? They're equilateral squares, right? They're same.
Apparently not.
They look like squares to me. Anyway, whatever you have to do.
Yeah, let me image. Wait, how do I throw a background on? Still new at Fantasy Grounds Unity, boys. Images.
Is anybody watching the stream getting a headache from looking at this map? It's making me insane.
I'm actually looking over here at chat because I can't look at it anymore. I'm looking at all this stuff that's getting redeemed.
Just close it.
All right,
Ice Zero, the snowy thing is an effect in Unity. You can just make snow and every kind of thing, rain and all kinds of stuff, fog.
So you guys can close that.
Okay, good, thank you. Oh my god. Oh. Close this one too. Oh, my life was coming to an end there for a second.
And let me throw this out and check you guys on this map real quick.
Now we can just pretend there's no art and it's just literally all snow. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, this is brown snow.
Oh!
The wolves have been here.
All right, so you guys were heading like this direction on the snow
Grid's
sled?
not on this one either.
There's no grid on this map.
Bastards. Yeah, but this one may be square.
Do you want a square blank white map that already has a grid?
There we
You have the token share module? There's one in there.
Close enough.
Now just drag the green helmet again, Drake. From the combat tracker, the green helmet in the bottom. Yes!
Yeah. All right, so we're over here looking for shit, right? Looking for tracks.
Yeah, and we've got Neo's up over. Why can't I move your token? Oh, I gotta be in play mode. And Obsidian is at the wagon, and Grun is at and CK is up here. All right,
Yeah,
and then the Kobolds are back this direction. The edge of the map.
They're within 240. I'm going to start blasting.
Fuck these Kobolds.
Well, you can't see 240.
If they're within vision.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they get within vision, you're going to start blasting.
Can you hear within 240? Because you could just fire at disadvantage.
Yeah, they definitely heard them, for sure.
You can still shoot with disadvantage if you can hear them.
Well, certain things you need to be able to actually know where your target's at,
Gatling
especially
finger.
if they're over a hill or through the woods or something, you know.
Grandmother's house? Yeah, okay, I was just trying to scam you.
But I'm going to say they get close enough for you guys to engage. So they're like, you hear them chippering, you hear them talking about, I think they stopped. And then you just light one of them up.
Yep.
So let's do initiative then. Let me push that to you.
Oh, you were going to give me... okay. I got excited. I heard initiative. I fucking went for it right away.
He's like... There you go. There's the official. You know,
yes! I went from a 13 to a 5. Fuck me.
Let me throw your guide on here, too.
Drake, I started and I had double inspiration Should I have just have the single to start with?
No, if you didn't use your inspiration last time, you still could have
I did
2.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
You'll
very
always
generous.
have one when we start, but you can get another one to a maximum of 2. All right, so it is Grun that actually gets to go first. So let's do it.
Don't forget the
Have
random
any of them
monster too.
seen our? Did they see our attempts at getting their attention?
So I blasted. Tokens are not locked. Should they be?
Yeah, I think I just got them locked. And what were you saying, Sven?
Have the other 3 seen our attempts to get their attention?
The other 3 seen your
I'm-
attempt to get their attention.
Neo, Dennis,
I
and
blast,
Craper, do
head
they
back
know
towards
where-
them and yell at them that there's kobolds approaching.
Is this
And I was waving the torch and whistling.
Yeah, we're not that far away.
Grun, is this an attack or a save?
This is an attack roll.
Okay, so Caesar in the chat has bought you a fumble.
Well, I missed anyway, so thanks.
Good.
Roll
Roll a
D6.
D6. Roll a
you're wasting
D6
your-
and see if there was an effect. There was.
Dick.
The party gets a long rest. That's the effect. I don't know. Yeah, I heard you, Bob. I'm with it. Jesus! Fuck me!
Mad knocker.
Stunned for one
You
round.
just
Parried an eldritch blast
Eldritch
and
blast.
hit myself in the groin with it. It
half,
ricocheted right off him.
half movement and stunned for one round. What?
he picks up like a ram skull that's got the curly horns and like holds it up in front of his head and the Eldritch blast goes through the horn and shoots back and hits you right in the nuts.
That's got to be changed
You're like,
because having half movement and being stunned doesn't make sense. You can't. If you're stunned, you can't move anyway, right? Doesn't make sense.
Stunned, I think you get the incapacitated, so yeah. I'm just gonna have you get half movement.
Just half movement?
So you-
Okay.
Yeah, just half movement. You're not stunned.
For a
All right.
round.
Well, in that case,
It's
I will
so
move-
cold that it's hard to hit them boys
See
right
here.
now.
It's hard to hit
Yeah,
them
they're curled
boys.
up inside at this point.
Yeah, they done like big come Adam's apples.
Fully
Obsidian.
retracted.
Yeah, so you see this transaction take place, and I think Obsidian, you should have to roll some kind of like con check to be able to keep from falling down laughing. I mean, it was pretty freaking funny.
Okay.
Con save.
You can approve my move, Drake.
Oh yeah, I don't need my middle mouse button either. Check.
Oh yeah, now I see. I do not like not knowing the can't see the players. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, you have no disabilities to your action there, Obsidian. Obsidian doesn't.
Cool.
Also,
He kind of wipes the tears off of his eyes that have already frozen.
if you make a movement like
I'm a
look, see,
juggler. I'm used to seeing weird crap happen.
so Drake, I'm trying. No one can see this but you, Drake. But I'm trying to get rid of that movement on my thing, but there's no way to do it.
Oh. I hit the
Restart
X
drawing
button.
from yourself.
No, I did that and it didn't work. It's just it wouldn't do it. You know how you can do it in Classic, but you can't do that. Like if I draw a movement, which you guys can't see, then if I pick up my token and put it back, it just puts a red ring around me. It's the fucking worst. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna complain. My voice, one person is gonna complain and make them change it.
The soul
Well, it's not one
voice.
voice because I already complained on the
Did
forums.
you? Okay.
Hey, your $2,500 is worth something, right?
It doesn't seem like it so far, but yeah, I should be able to make a complaint.
So this isn't an extension. This is something that's
No, this is
This
now
is-
Unity as of like yesterday
This
or the day
is
before.
in Unity.
Yeah.
okay.
Halfway through yesterday, and then they had to do a fix because they broke Unity.
Because I think the rest of the team just kept saying not it, not it, not it. So Unity was like, fine.
All right,
So Obsidian, what's your character doing?
Oh.
Or Sven, what's Obsidian doing?
My Obsidian's opening up combat tracker, so you can figure out what the hell's going on. All right, here.
There's 4 kobolds. They were kind of like shadowing you guys.
He's going to move back and ready in action. If any of them get adjacent to him, he's going to punch him in the face.
So there's the dog sled and stuff that you guys are kind of like next to. So, shit, so you move back, let's say to here, and you're over here, because there's in the middle here. There's a little dog sled, like right. You got your dogs up here, like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him be here. He wants to be in between them and Grun.
Okay, so yeah, you can go around that side of it. And there's a big rock there. You can actually get a little cover behind that rock if
No,
you
I
want.
thought we said that there wasn't. It was just all snow. There's no art.
Well, it's a big blob of snow then. A big blob
Okay,
of
so
snow.
can you make clear then, Drake, which parts of the drawing are there and which aren't?
Everything on the drawing is actually there. It's just
okay.
snow. It's not rock. It's snow.
So it's not a tree. It's a mountain.
I mean, there's
of snow.
rock underneath the snow. So
And use it as cover then.
yeah, I was gonna do.
I love you, man.
Hey, Ice, thanks for the sub. Thank you so much. BitBoss. Sub gifts. Oh, man, he's
I
dishing out the
love
gifts.
you, man.
Oh, now it's just going to go crazy.
There.
P Burks, thanks
There
for
we
the
go.
sub. Thanks for
Oh
the
dear God! I think he's just buying everything in the store now.
I love you,
You ready,
man.
Obsidian? Dennis.
So Dennis has been hasted by Caesar
I love you,
and
man.
given a crit by Gore Vidal.
Oh shit!
Don't forget about the
Okay.
random monster. Drake, you haven't
I
acknowledged it.
love you, man.
What?
Isn't that what we're doing now?
Is this the random monster?
Yeah, this is the random encounter. This is the random monster.
Oh,
Okay, so
that's
that's
why
the
I'm
first
confused,
time I've
because it
seen
should have
movement.
just been one CR, one monster according to the rules, but now you've got 4.
Well, I actually used the random encounters.
Oh, gotcha.
for the mod.
Okay, then this is it. Okay, great. Thank you.
And if you could approve me, please. Thank you.
Prove you what?
My movement.
The movement that only you can
Moving
see.
behind the rock.
Oh, shit. I can't. Oh, wait, play mode. All right. And you're moving to, Dennis?
If that's what
okay,
that
so you
is.
come down you come down the hill. There's a couple of small shrubs in front of you. So you got a little bit of concealment, but you can make them out down there moving around.
Are kobolds in this area generally friendly or nah?
The last time you had a party and you invited a few over, they seemed to
what happened?
steal a bunch of your shit.
Did they eat all the little pigs in a blanket things? Yeah.
They all came, with empty bags in their pockets, like Ziploc bags for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna critically hit him with a crossbow. How's that sound?
Which one? Prismatic
handlebar mustache. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a little
Can't have,
mustache on the end of his little
can't
dog
have that.
snout.
No, I can't dig the handlebar mustache, man.
He peeks his head around the corner, and you're like,
"Oh,
you hit him right in the forehead." He's like, he doesn't even twitch. He just goes flop right down on the ground.
Yeah, I saw the haste from Caesar because he said I'm old and I needed it. So that's one, and since I don't have, you know what? How far is this one? That's in range for a little acid splash. And he succeeds, so that is
He jumps behind
no
the bush.
damage.
Like gets behind the bush. It like melts some of the bush away.
Right, so that means that I can move back here with my second. Yeah, let's see right there. One of them squares. I can't get used to this movement thing. And that's it. Thank you, gentlemen.
So you took 2 turns, right?
I did.
Okay.
2 attack turns.
Well, this one sees all that stuff and
Cheerbits. Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
he's gonna how do I check my range? Huh.
Cheerbits, Gwydion,
On this
cheerbits, thank
guy
you, sir.
and click on
Gwydion,
that guy.
Bit Boss,
Oh, there we go.
cheerbits. Bit Boss.
So he's gonna come like dipping like this way. I don't know. Can you guys see my move?
No, but did you hold control?
I am holding control. Yes.
No, we can't see it.
All right. So he's gonna like dip along the border of that ridge line over there. And as he's going, he chucks his javelin at Dennis, who just comes running down and acid splashes at him. He's like, Chuck! He's like, he does a big arc and like hits freaking Dennis in the back. Fall! For ouch! 3 points of damage as it like sticks you in your calf. You're like, ouch, ouch, ouch. And he yelps in Draconic.
He
And
only
his
took,
little-
he only
his
took
little-
1 point because why? He's resistant?
Is it necrotic damage you just lobbed at me?
No,
He only took 1.
because he's got a -2 on his strength.
Well, you said 3 points of damage, so that. Oh,
Well,
so
I rolled a 3,
and then it's
I didn't
-2.
see the 1.
Fucking kobolds.
The kobolds. Great. Hey, man, we could use you over here to help these two.
If they roll low enough, they might start healing us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fantasy Ground might actually do that. I
No,
don't
it
know.
does not do
I don't
that. That would be awesome.
And being their little pact buddy configurations, they're gonna kind of stick together. So another one's gonna come booking over that direction, and do the same thing with his extra javelin. He's got a few of them. He flings it up into the air, and it bounces off of a branch and falls in the bushes ahead of him. Slop. He's like, Neo.
All right, so Neo, I guess, is going to kind of walk up over near Obsidian and Grun. And do I see the kobolds from there?
Well, let's see. Yeah, you can see them moving around out there. I'm not giving anyone disadvantage for light sources at the moment.
All right. Let's see. I will go ahead and cast Firebolt.
Pretty luminous out currently too.
All right. So I'll go ahead and cast Firebolt.
So a bolt of fire goes streaking across, and he jumps up in the air like, when your dog gets scared, he goes, and it goes right underneath of him.
All right. And then after that, I will go ahead and step right over here and check on a Grun and be like, "You okay, man? What happened?" As he's probably like crouched over.
I don't want to talk about it.
You look like you're bleeding from your taint.
He's like,
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm
Did you say bleeding
I'm
from your
fine.
taint?
He's bleeding from your taint. Maybe the paladin can come over here and give you a back rub and make you feel better about it.
Pass.
Laying on of hands.
So,
Yes.
Jaretha, she's like, daggone Cobalt's gonna rob you blind out here. And you see her whip off the longbow off of her back, and she targets the one that's kind of hesitant back there by itself. She takes a shot with her longbow, and it bounces off the rocks next to it, and the thing yeps. And sometimes you gotta scare them up in the air like that. And then she takes another shot, and she sticks it in the chest. Whap!
So
That's how
Caesar,
you kill kobolds.
You redeemed
Oh, I
inspiration,
winged him.
not
He
an
ain't dead.
inspiration card, but you typed card. So do you want me to refund you the inspiration and you can do the card, or do you just want it to be
His name
inspiration?
is Aerodynamic. He's gonna come trailing blood up to this bush trying to get some cover. And as he goes, he's gonna chuck his one of his javelins. Short range is 30 at Jarissa. And it arcs high and bounces next to her, missing her completely. And CKC. So you're like in the back. You see this pretty bush.
Okay, I redeemed your XP. Oh,
over here.
yeah, I'm in the back. That's how I like it.
You're
How
like,
do you
hey,
see
there's
the
a
pretty bush in
bush.
the
And you
back?
hear all this commotion behind you if you care.
Oh, there's commotion behind me, like off the map?
No, like kobolds and stuff fighting.
Oh, well, I'm...
She went so low on the initiative, I'm assuming your character wasn't really paying attention
Oh,
to all
no. That's not true. Okay, so... janky movement. I want to go there, and then to... here. And hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oh, we're not playing the diagonal rule. Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay. Now,
So you're good there at 60.
yeah, but I want to take it back. I forget. I think I can. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to try to correct my move. So, because you can do this kind of thing, but they said there was a way to. There's supposed to be a way I can correct that without having you have to do it, but I don't see how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So
Do it.
do it.
I don't know.
So yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't look like it's doing anything to me. It's
No,
just saying 55.
what it's doing is I can move it. You know what I mean.
Oh, there it goes.
I can move these like this, but I can't delete the endpoint. I don't know how to do that. So just erase the whole thing and I'll do it the right way. Oh God, I hate this so much. I hate it so much. Did I tell anybody? Has anybody heard me say that? I hate it.
Start
you wanna
redrawing
hate
from
it
your
some more?
Oh,
character.
If you look at my character,
yeah, you can do that, Matakuri. You can do that, yes. Okay, so I'll go there.
you can
Drake.
probably
and
realize.
it just readjusted. So
Right.
do you like? What do you got for a weapon? What are you whipping it out? What kind of weapon are you?
No, I
pulling out?
dashed,
What's
so
your-
I'm done.
Oh, you got a pole arm, don't you? You got a big ass pole arm. You're
Yeah,
like,
but I'm 15 feet away right now.
I'm just trying to envision what this kobold's doing in front of you. So you see him like hunch down real quick, and he takes a little shit because he's kind of scared.
Does he
And-
squeezes out a little lo-fi? All right.
He does, and he pulls out his little dagger, and he's like, and he runs in at you, stabbing at your knee with his little dagger.
Up attack.
Polar Master.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, Polar Master.
As he comes in, he's like trying to stay low, and you smack him upside the head, probably chopping his head off.
Glaive.
I rolled the damage. Hold on. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. It's chop. He like comes in, he's hype, and you chop his head off.
So
And you can tell that dagger was gonna hit you. You knew it was gonna hit you.
So Obsidian has received an inspiration card from Caesar in the chat.
Hey, let's see how that works.
Awesome. Thanks, Caesar.
I guess I need to set that up because I don't have the inspiration cards handy. Do I have them turned on?
Oh, we haven't come across it yet, so you might have to. You might have to. You know what I mean? Dot, dot, dot.
It's a
You might have to.
module, right?
It is a module, yeah.
Inspur. I have it loaded.
So
You know, I was looking for something not Rob 2E for some reason. I don't know why.
how dare you? You should be able to feed him the table, and he should be able to roll on it. Did I say I hate the movement, everybody? I'm gonna go right on the forums about it right now.
There it is. Table. Just the 5E one, right? That rolls on the type of cards? Yeah.
Yeah, it should roll on the table that picks the type and then rolls again. Yep.
And that's obsidian. Did you get that?
I did.
Bronze card.
Well, but so.
Yeah, it's like broken now.
Uh-oh.
I found it.
There we go. It should have rolled automatically. Did it not do that?
It did not.
Oh. And you don't seem surprised, Bob, by that.
No, I've seen that before.
So what? I have to fix that somehow. Fuck me. That seems bad. I don't like it. The best defense is a good defense. Is it good? Do we like it?
So what's the rule on the inspiration card? Do you gotta play it right away?
No, you can play it anytime, even not on your turn.
Oh, so let me give that to you.
There's a misspelling on that, Rob.
Oh my god, use this card if you haven't equipped. Oh, fuck me.
Melee weapon and are hit by a melee weapon.
It's French.
You're
could
hit
be
by a
spelled
melee
both
attack.
ways.
God damn it!
Melee attack!
It's French. It could be
And you
spelled
know,
both ways.
those
Okay.
inspiration cards are not in a template, or they're in a template, they're not individually done. So anytime there's a misspelling, I have to go recreate the fucking whole card. I've had to do it like 16 times. Alright,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
take care of that. No, it's good. I want to know about it. I dare anyone else to find any more mistakes in the.
All right, so that one died, and it's CKC's again.
Okay, CKC. Does anybody give me anything in the chat? No, not at all. All right, here's what I'm going to do.
They're just giving you a hard time, Rob.
yeah, that's what they give me, is a hard time. All right, I'm going to move here. I'm going to be very disappointed by the fact that I moved, and then you're going to prove it, and it's all working, and nothing went wrong. Super disappointing. And then I'm going to attack with my.
Is that 10-foot reach considered mel range, or is it range?
It is mel range, yeah.
So.
All right, and I moved 10, so I'm gonna now move 20 more. Oh snap! Look who's within 10 feet of this fucking guy. And I'm gonna do my. Oh, did you not remove the guy? Okay, yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna give him my butt attack. You guys know what I'm talking about.
He's sitting
on him.
And I killed him too. Fuck kobolds.
And he kicks up a rock and he says, "Let's keep moving, damn kobolds."
Search him.
Dude, he hates kobolds.
Yeah, the kobolds do have a little loot. Let me find that NPC.
Do the dogs eat kobold?
Dogs. Have you ever had a dog? If you had a dog, if you've had a dog, you know they would eat anything.
Get out
There
the
we go,
cleaver
we
and
got
start
food
prepping
for-
kobold steaks.
So
Just
let's
start
see,
firebolting the kobolds so that way they're
Slightly
cooked.
Each
Tenderize
kobold
it
carries
with
a
Eldritch
pouch
Blast.
containing 5 silver and 5 copper. All right.
Nice.
And one of them's carrying a potion of healing. Nice.
What?
So let me
Sweet.
throw that in party sheet.
Okay. Give that to. Sorry. I bumped the button. My bad. So we'll put that in and give that to our healer there, CKC.
Okay. All right. I mean, I have the power to heal, so it makes more sense to me that someone else would carry the potion, so that we have now more than one person with healing capability. Does that make sense, to everybody?
I don't have a problem
And-
doing that.
No, the way I look at it is you have the healing capability of getting your healer up.
Right.
Right, somebody
That's
heal the
kind of
healer.
the whole. Yeah.
But we do have to
second.
worry about encumbrance for 2 of our party members.
We do.
So who else is
Should
besides?
we-
Strength. Sorry, it
But-
was a bad joke.
I don't
Oh,
have a
yeah, because I
problem
was. It made
carrying
me
it.
think: Are we using the encumbrance rules? Which I don't think we are we?
Well, you're using the standard encumbrance rule, yeah.
We
not
are.
the
Oh, so we
variant.
can't go over our. Kind of.
Okay, it was a bad joke. You're making it worse, man. Sorry.
Drake is not me. Because
I just
now we
used the
learn.
rules.
I
I
didn't.
don't know,
Well,
I don't
yeah, but
understand.
most games that I play in, as a matter of fact, every game I play in, nobody uses encumbrance. But you never announced it. You were, so I didn't know we were. I mean, it's not a problem for me.
Well, I'd never run into a problem.
Yeah, but you will when you get up to so many levels. Everybody will be carrying 50,000 bags of everything. We need to find the way to solve that is to find a what do you call it? Bag of holding.
Yeah, or you guys can get a axe beak.
Bag of devouring.
They have axe
You mean
beaks up
just
in
put
Icewind
shit in
Dale.
get rid of it?
Never get rid
All right,
of it.
so
Here, I'll hold your wand for
garbage
you.
who
bin.
bought that distraction? Thanks for the distraction.
That was I don't remember.
Gordon.
I cleared it
Gordon,
off.
I don't know. But here, let's delete
XP.
all the tokens. XP should have jumped into the player's thing already. Party sheet,
Party sheet.
XP. Yeah, it's there.
No, it's the same as what we had.
No, but he's
No,
saying it's there, but he hasn't.
We're not
awarded
taking
it
a
yet.
long rest.
No, but I mean,
Oh, okay.
let us know. Give us a little taste of what we're gonna get. It's a taste, man.
Yeah, it
First
was
taste.
100 XP.
Yeah,
Oh, then
25
that's
each.
not gonna. 25 each, yeah. 20 each, actually. All right.
So once the characters, all right. So you guys figure out after about an hour of farting around that you have to go into the valley, and you think that it would be a bad move to take the dogs.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a frozen river. It runs down the middle of the valley, and it's lots of, things you got to walk around and over and top, and rocks and little bridges and stuff you got to cross. So you think that maybe leaving the dogs like at the mouth of the ravine of the valley is a good idea. And you guys kind of move in on foot. Are you guys gonna have her stay with the dogs, which she kind of suggests? She looks like she can defend herself a little bit.
So the dogs got us at least, a half an hour outside of town.
But you guys have traveled almost 4 hours now.
Oh, I was looking at the map. Looks like we're still outside of.
Oh yeah, I didn't move that token, but yeah. So you guys are pretty close to Calvin's Cairn, just towards the foothills of Calvin Cairn, and you entered into a valley that's got a river that runs through it, and you guys get about roughly 100 feet into this valley, and up on the hill, like you kind of peek around like it curves around to the left a little, and when you peek around and you look up on the hill, you see a tower, like a 20-foot tall stone tower sticking up on top of this valley. And you can see that the river and the path leads uphill towards a structure that sits beyond this tower that's kind of built into the rock itself. The structure is. You can't quite make it completely out from this far away, but you think if you move any further into the valley further, that the tower will have a clear line of sight on you. You know, if you're not being stealthy or whatever. So what do you guys want to do? How do you want to approach?
What leads us to believe that? I mean, we lost the tracks, right?
Well, you're pretty sure that this is a track. The tracks go this way.
We
You guys
found
want
them
to?
heading towards this thing.
You guys want to search around and make sure, like, see if you can find some more tracks?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and investigate
me,
the area, see if we can find it.
Let's do a survival. Let me push that to you guys.
Push it.
Push it real good. And I'm not going to give you advantage because he's not with you.
Wow, that was equal parts awesome and disturbing at the same time. Wow.
All right, so yeah, enough of you guys wander around, and Grun confirms that what it looks like is the two-legged large creature carrying the sled at this point, and so you're only seeing like booted
Really deep
footprints.
tracks.
Yeah, that looks like indentions, you know, in the snow or something at first. It's hard to see, but this creature carried this sled up the sloping hill. So this valley, you're about 40 feet down from the top of the valley, and it tapers down and gradually comes down to the valley floor. And in the bottom of the valley floor, you guys see a path that leads up all the way up to what looks like doors on this structure, and then there's also a river that comes from the top and runs down next to the path. So I am going to put you guys on a map, and let's see what happens. So you guys are down here. Now you're not quite on the map yet, which I could put you off the map, but then you wouldn't be able to see it. But you guys are, you know, out of line of sight to this tower right here. You guys see that? Oh, she's not with you guys.
Have you shared the map yet?
There you go.
Okay. See the tower.
I was moving you guys around. All right, so you're kind of around the corner. You're not quite to this spot yet. You're peeking around the corner, but you can make out that tower. And you see the path down here, with the little bridge that goes over the frozen river, and then this all goes uphill towards
And where
the
are the
doors.
tracks?
Oh, why are you way up there?
It's a different token.
The tracks follow the path up the hill.
I just moved that down by us. It's a separate token. It's a double token.
Huh.
It's a fake one. The real one's down below.
Yeah, so there's two. I think the top one is. Yeah, there you go. This looks like the Weinstein logo. Very upsetting. Doesn't it?
So what do you, let me take you guys out of initiative too from last time. And Dennis has a little wound in his calf, but other than that, no one else is wounded.
Where are the tracks?
The tracks follow the path that lead up the hill. See the path?
Okay. So let's
But there's a tower that if you come around the corner, they will have line of sight on you.
how big are these steps going up to it?
Each level is like a 10-foot slope. So what steps are you referring to?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, each tier is you're 40 feet down in the floor. It's 40 feet deep from here to here, so it's pretty steep, looking up there.
Do you want me to go
And
look
this
around the
tower
tower?
is at the 40-foot mark, looking down, and you think this tower has a good line of sight to everything, good line of sight.
Do you want me to go look around the tower?
And the tracks look like they went this way, like right up the hill.
No, if you look at the map, there is a path on the bottom.
Right,
See, there's a
okay,
little
okay.
bridge. The tracks follow the path all the way up the hill to what looks like a set of doors that are up here on the far end of the map. Up all the way at the top of the valley, there's what looks like a pair of doors cut into the face of this mountain or this rock hill. And guarding it, the entrance, is this tower.
So, I mean, isn't this like kind of the direction the dwarves live? I think Dennis would assume this is where the dwarves live.
How difficult would it be to?
This isn't the Dwarven Valley.
How difficult would
Dwarven
it be
Valley's
to
all the way around
climb?
the south end of Kelvin's Cairn. What's that, Diablo Buff?
How difficult would it be to climb that face and go basically for obsidian?
Yeah, each of those levels is a 10-foot cliff that you would have to climb up that are icy and rocky.
Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with this tower.
It's pretty steep unless you're on the path, or you come around the outside of the valley. You go back out and climb up, and then you could come from, this direction.
So what's wrong with sneaking along here? Is that water frozen?
Yes. Actually, the top of it's frozen, but it's running underneath.
Thick enough to.
It's pretty thick.
Okay.
You could step
Walk
on it.
on it. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to jump up and down on it or not, but
No, but I'm just thinking if we could sneak along, if that's 10 foot tall, we could creep along here, like so. Below that
there's a
line.
path that runs right next to it, to the river.
Yeah, but they probably got line of sight. If that's 10 foot tall and we're walking below it, they couldn't see us from the tower. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can try to hug the wall and
Yeah.
slip and slide up the river, but you imagine how difficult that's going to be. It's 40 feet up the hill. It's pretty steep, and you're trying to climb up a frozen river next to a cliff with boots on or snowshoes. It's slippery as all get out. You definitely will have.
Here's an idea, guys.
Yeah,
I could
the
always...
river runs downhill from the top of the hill, and the path is right next to it that goes up.
So here's an idea. I can always take my torch that has light on it, stick it in my pack, go ahead and buff myself with mage armor, and just kind of try to walk up the path ahead of you guys, kind of trying to dodge anything, keeping an eye out, aka dodging the whole way, and basically try to draw any additional fire. Basically be bait for anything.
Yeah,
if you
I
guys would
that
like.
idea. Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Anyone else object? Okay, no. So I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right,
Light
hold on.
on torch.
Let's clarify where everybody's at now. I put your code tokens on the map, but you're not actually on the map. Just to be clear, your characters are around the corner, out of sight, currently. What you're saying is you're gonna move ahead of everybody else down this path and have your light source out, drawing attention from the tower
Yes, and
on
trying.
purpose.
Yes, and keeping an eye on the tower and trying to dodge anything that's like they shoot at me.
Okay. And what's everybody else going to do as he decides to do this and starts walking away from you guys?
And also casting Mage Armor on myself.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
I am going to stand
How long-
here
how
and
long
wait for
does-
him to get way up in there.
Armor of Agathis last an hour?
An hour.
Okay.
So Neo's
So-
dodging.
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to keep an eye on them, and if they shoot anything at me, I'm going to try to dodge.
But
So
then
You
actively
guys are 50 feet off the map currently. Your
Okay.
characters are. So,
I'm gonna hug the wall that's closest to the tower.
You
Yes, if
got to
it's
try something.
10 feet, they can't see me if I'm up against the wall.
all right,
We have
but
to deal
when
with
you
the
get to
tower
the
somewhere.
when you get to the river portion, it's going to be extremely slippery trying to walk. So you will be at
I have crampers.
huh?
Crampons.
Crampers.
You're going to be at half movement trying to use your crampons. And it's also steep hill going up. You're kind of at the bottom now. This is the bottom where you guys are at. There's a little wooden bridge here. Goes over the little river. All right, so let's roll initiative then. Let me push that to you guys. Since his plan worked, he got their attention in the tower.
Yay.
Select all PCs. Initiative, request roll. There it is. All right, so
Can't win on initiative.
so what happens is this will happen.
What had happened was
Okay, see what happened was.
Dennis or Neo goes walking out and is like moving down the path, holding his torch out. And when you say you're dodging, how do you're just moving and taking the dodge action mechanically, right?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like,
Okay.
kind of just being all like singing the Mission Impossible theme song to
All right,
myself.
so you
being all like,
you do have you see movement from the tower up in the out of the murder holes, and you hear and the sound of a heavy crossbow going off.
I will try
from
to dodge
inside
it.
the tower. And
Duck and roll.
let me
Zigzag, zigzag.
yeah. What's the range of this?
I was a little rough on my posting about token movement. I'm probably going to get talked to about that.
I want to thank whoever made this NPC up in the tower that has a heavy crossbow for not putting the heavy crossbow on the character's NPC sheet. I do appreciate
Yeah, that sounds like everything in
Wait,
Savage Worlds.
it says stands guard in the bunker and shoots with his heavy crossbow. And then you open up the NPC and there's no heavy crossbow on there.
Report it.
I'm gonna use its javelin instead, but heavy crossbow's got a long range, so.
By the way,
so he's gonna
DMs
take-
watching the show, if you ever see mistakes like that, don't use your human quality of apathy. Actually, go report it because they will fix it right away. But don't think someone else is going to report it. You be the person to report it.
I'm reporting it live on stream on
Report it.
Rob2E's channel.
Yeah, that's right. No. You got to go to the forums and type it in the thing.
I know. I probably won't. I'll forget. But if I watch the stream again, go report it, bitch. Talking to myself.
You're telling yourself.
So
go
yeah,
report it,
so
bitch.
you dodge out of the way. Actually, it actually hits you, but it bounces off your magical
Or mage armor.
mage armor. And that's where we're gonna start at the top of the initiative. Obsidian. You hear a crossbow bolt come flying out of the tower, bounces off his armor, and you're 50 feet back. You're kind of around the corner. You're gonna start moving up.
I am. I will double move up along the wall.
All right, so the double move will take you to right about here on the map.
Awesome.
So you come running up, but you got some cover down in there.
Okay,
And CK.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to, I guess, 50 feet so that I am where my token is. Does that make sense?
And do you want to be on the path where you're at?
Do
I
I?
can move these guys.
I mean,
yeah, I can
is
move
it?
these
But
guys out of
is
the
that?
way.
Are you asking me that because I'm too out in the open and I should maybe not be on the path or something?
I'm just letting you be wherever you want to be.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be behind Obsidian.
That's probably a good spot. Yeah, he's. You see him kind of hugging this cliff edge.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do that too. I'll go over there like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you dash to get up there.
I did, yeah.
So what's the roll on a heavy crossbow? I can only shoot it once a round, or do I have to load it for a round?
Does it? Well, I don't know. You
I'm
have to
getting
look
old
up.
rules mixed up with new rules on
Only
heavy
No,
once
no.
crossbow.
around.
It might have the
Yeah.
loading property. You just have to look it up. Heavy
It
crossbow.
does have
is
the
it?
loading property.
Yeah. So you gotta load it. So once every 2 times or whatever. Something.
Is it? I
Run,
think so.
Forrest, run!
So, reloading. You hear Dwarven, is it, do they speak in, yeah, in Dwarvish. Somebody bitching about loading a crossbow.
I
Dennis.
thought it just meant you couldn't do multiple attacks with it. If you, like a fighter, can't shoot it more than once per round.
If that was once around.
Right.
I'm pretty
The
sure
loading
that-
property is because of the time required to load the weapon, you can only fire one piece of ammunition when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it,
so I can
regardless of
shoot.
the number of attacks you can make in a round.
Yep.
So
here
yeah,
it comes again.
here it comes again. The guy with a light source, I think, should get shot at. I think that's probably a.
Well, I
Twang!
haven't moved yet.
You still have a light source though, right?
Yep.
That's good. As you dodge out of the way, Remo Williams that shit. And Dennis.
And I will dash up here along next to the wall, too, like there.
Dun,
Kind of get in
dun,
line.
dun,
Get in
dun,
line.
dun.
Get in line.
Mission Impossible. You guys are all. And you got the guy out there going, "Hey, distract the sniper." And speaking of distraction, what are you doing now?
I will basically continue trying to walk up the path to see if I can see the individual shooting at me.
You can definitely see an arrow slit up there. You know, like
Okay.
yay wide. And
Can I
every
see
now
him
and then a
sticking-
crossbow comes up.
Looking at?
What's
All
that?
right. Well, then as soon as I see them peeking out of the window, I'll go ahead and shoot a firebolt at them.
All you need is line of sight, right?
Yep.
You got a little dwarf nose poking its head out. Hello.
I will go ahead and
Can you
use one of my
let me see what you
inspirations.
see. Oh, that's what you see. Can't really see the dwarf unless I do that, right?
I can see them in there too, where he was.
Oh, can you? Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I will go ahead and use my inspiration to take advantage, And fire my firebolt.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Well, obviously I'm no.
What's a firebolt actually look like? I mean, I'm imagining that in this
Basically,
dark
ball
valley,
of fire just kind of goes. Pew. You know, it
like-
lights up, and if it hits anything that's flammable, it can light it on fire.
All right. Well, let me do some side stuff real quick.
It specifically says in the thing that it can catch things on fire.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do. Where's my button? Right there. All right. That didn't work so well, but good for you guys. Top of round 2.
My
Dennis.
movement wasn't finished.
Oh, I didn't see your movement.
No, I just on my attack. That was my action. I was also going to continue moving up the
Multitask.
hill.
Multitask. Go ahead. Where are you moving?
I'm trying to find measurement.
Oh, the tokens aren't locked? Tokens are locked. No, hold on. Now they're locked.
Thank you. Yay for mobile.
So you're just gonna go straight up?
I'm just gonna start
running
chunking
across the
up.
frozen river and everything?
We'll follow the path. Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you clear that so I can redo that?
I think if you just re-drag from your token, it resets it.
It does, yeah.
It's new.
Okay, so there. I'm just
I
gonna.
think once we get going
running.
on it, we might get used to it a little bit. I don't like the brightness of it though, the cartoony feel. I don't know.
It's too wide.
So you're done, Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis.
A little bit of an echo when he shot that off. Up, you know. And you hear that dwarf up there yelling obscenities. And who speaks Dwarven in the party? Anybody?
I do.
You do?
No.
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 What do you mean? I do. No. That's funny.
I thought. Well, I looked. I don't remember taking deep speech.
You
Why
didn't
do I
have.
have deep speech?
You didn't have.
Oh, it's because it's coming from the Shadowfell. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't. But I am going to move to here and just kind of hold up there. Take the dodge action. I don't think. Actually, already a crossbow shot if I see anything in my line of sight up in here.
Okay.
So yeah, just ready in
You're
action.
on.
Let's see.
All right, so I can see this dwarf, even a tiny bit.
Yeah, no, you definitely see crossbow bolt, hand, face every now and then stick out from up there. It's
All right.
they're like this wide,
With my spell sniper, I ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover.
Yes.
Also,
You're
So
fine.
Grun has been given advantage by Caesar in the chat.
What
oh,
advantage?
very nice. Well, with advantage, I'm gonna blast him.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
with an effect.
Thank you, Caesar.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage. Normal double damage. So you did 5 points
Damn it.
plus 2. So I'll adjust that.
What was the effect?
Triple damage.
Well, so he did 15 damage then.
No, it's triple.
Pretty
I
nice.
just add half back again for the triple is how I do it in my head.
So
Since I
these.
gotta do it
Can you
manually.
post what it says? It didn't come through.
It's 5 points. So I gave him 7.
No, yeah, but can you post what the thing said is what I
Oh.
meant. Oh, right, okay. Well, he should have technically he should get to roll another die. Because it's
Roll
normally
roll
2
a 2.
dice.
Roll a 2 on a
2.
D8.
So he doesn't have to.
Fuck.
Well, so he just add 4 then. Take away 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that puts her. That puts the dwarf in a little bloodier. Obsidian.
Obsidian
So
has been granted advantage by Draco Wizard in the chat.
Awesome. I'll be using that in a little bit. All right, so you said the river is difficult terrain?
Yes. Well, are you wearing your crampons?
Yes.
Oh, if you're going up that far, yeah, it's starting to go uphill. Yeah, it's difficult terrain. Like right here, I would not give it to you because you could just walk across. It's flat down here, but you're starting uphill now. Right here, anyways, goes up. So how much movement do you normally have?
It would have been 60. So
60?
I did 30, and the last 15 feet was on the river.
Yeah, I'll let you get like one more square up there. Like that. You're starting up the hill a little. Since you had
Okay.
60. Anything else?
Can't do anything else? Nope.
CKC.
TKC! Dun, 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 dun. I have been granted a critical hit by Scuba in the chat, and I will be using that to throw a javelin at the guy. So let me tick off a javelin.
This is what's the guy from Revenge of the Nerds? Is this that kind of throw to wobble wobble
Lamar.
wobble?
Oh
Lamar.
yeah, that's right. Lamar's throwing it. Oh snap! That's my.
So he
That's my
sticks his
best.
head out and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you!" And the javelin hits him right in the head.
And Caesar, I will be refunding your XP that you spent to give disadvantage to, and I quote, crossbow asshole. Which I'm assuming is the monster, not one of our team that has a crossbow.
Oh,
It might be one of our team.
It might be.
knowing
It might
Caesar,
be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's stay in initiative because there's certain things behind the scenes happening. So CK, what else are you gonna do? You don't know if there's anybody else in the tower or not.
I don't know, so I'll move a little closer up the path, and then I will janky movement. Then I will campaign for us to take a break. As we are 5 minutes past break time.
Oh, that break. I was like, what? What? You're gonna camp
Short
right here in the middle of the
Short
night?
rest.
Yeah, no.
This is actually a perfect. Actually, let's let Neo. We'll finish the.
Yep. Okay.
I'll make it
pass
quick.
This round off
Yep,
real quick.
okay.
Neo, what else did you want
I'm
to
gonna
do?
take a dash action, which means that I don't incur difficult terrain.
Difficult. Yeah, for your mobility.
Well, I'm not done. To there. Mobile bitches.
So everybody pictures the Medal of Honor winner running up to the pillbox. Here he goes.
Yeah.
They're fighting at me. They're firing at me. Ah!
And we're gonna stop right there, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So
10
go away,
minutes.
get a drink, get a snack, and come back or stay, and Rob will talk to you for 10 minutes because he's gonna probably make a hot dog on stream.
No, I don't have any hot dogs.
Running across the
All right,
snow.
we'll see you in 10 minutes.
All right, everybody, there you go. So we're going to take a little break. I'll put the clock on there so there's no question about When is this break over again? You have to do it in a little. You have to do it in a much higher pitch voice, though. When is this break over? Yeah. So another 9.5 minutes, and as I take the break, I will of course have to do some Photoshoppage, which I'm already doing. Matakiri sent me. Let me count how many he sent me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's the that's template, but it's not table. So Matakiri sent me 7 inspiration cards that have misspellings on them, so I'm gonna have to go through and because I typed all those out. They were not copy and paste, so I made some mistakes. And then over the years, I've had a couple people tell me, hey, there's a misspelling, but Matakiri just went through all of them and found 7. So people don't care. They see it and they're like, oh yeah, Rob misspelled that, but they don't let me know, so I have no idea. So he just went through them all, it looks like, while we were playing, because he's a multitasker. So, but I'm gonna change the slide. Let me get into that. Let me get into it. Slide for this game. Open. Oh, what do I have to do here? Save? What do I have to do? Oh my god. Okay, open. And we're looking for pictures, Twitch, announce Icewind Dale. I still hear the wind going. That's kind of cool. All right, so next week is. I'm gonna sneeze. I muted myself. You should all thank me. It was pretty loud. So 26 plus 7 is 33. So September 33rd is the next game. But really that's what, October 3rd, right? Okay. So I'm going to fix that. Save as JPEG, because the P stands for photographic. So you say that JPEG. Get into a huge argument with people who are stupid. And now that I've saved that, I will go save. I will go do the YouTube one, which is a different one. So I have to go to. Whoa, what the hell is happening? Open. Yeah, okay, there we go. YouTube. And then I have to go open the Icewind Dale one and change it from session episode 1 to episode 2. That's all you have to do. And then save it like that. Save it as a JPEG. JPEG. If you say GIF, you must say JPEG. That's the rule. Or you could just say JPEG and GIF and then just be correct. You can do that if you want. It's your choice. All right, now I actually have more to do, but I'm done with my obligatory break time. Oh, no. I have to upload it to the social media manager. Oh my god. So much to do. So much I keep forgetting. Oh, and then I have to change the slide in Discord. We got a new slide in there. I gotta change it. Okay, here, let me upload this. October 2nd. October 3rd, I mean. Yeah, the next game, October 2nd, right? And then October 3rd, right? Okay, good. Alright. So now, back to fixing the charmed inspiration cards. A chosen NPC takes a particular liking to you. Social encounter, you have advantage. Trying to convince or persuade them of anything. Alright. Chosen NPC takes a particular liking to you. For this social encounter, you have advantage when trying to convince or persuade them of anything. Okay, save it. File. Save as. JPEG, and this one is called, what? Click on Charmed right there. Charmed. Like that. Save it. Alright, there's another one fixed. So now, I have to go look at the next one. Which is... Yeah, people are too lazy. Okay. The next one is... Cheap Shot. Okay, so that one is a bronze, not a silver, and the color of the background is bronze, and the name of it is Cheap Shot, and the verbiage of it is the following. Use this card when you hit with an attack. The target may not take reactions till the end of your next turn. Alright, now I'm going to read it and make sure. Use this card when you hit with an attack. The target may not take reactions until the end of your next turn. Okay, save it. File. Save as. Cheap Shot. I didn't try to open it. I tried to save as, bitch. Oh no, I tried to open as. Yep. Alright, good thing it didn't work. I just called myself a bitch. Cheap Shot. Here we go, right there, like that. Save it. Yes. Yes. Okay, next one. Next one is Gold, and it's just called Cheat. So that's cool. Manicuri was very he highlighted like the word that needs to be changed. Very courteous is the word I'm looking for. Courteous. Courteous, everybody. Oh, how much time's left in break? I didn't go get like a snack or whatever. I better do that. Oh my God, it's only a minute. Okay, here I go. I'm running away. I'm going to mute my camera so you guys can't see my underwear and my pasty legs. Because, you know, nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. I've got less than a minute. I'm on the clock! I gotta get room temperature Gatorades and refill them in the refrigerator. It's a whole process I have, everybody. Then I guess for my snack I'm gonna get my last zingers out of the box. I have zingers. You guys know zingers. Zingers. Alright, I made it back just in time. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'll change the slide right now.
Caesar says 36 seconds to quit fucking around.
Gotta quit fucking around.
We're slowly drifting back in.
Yeah.
I had a ham sandwich on a hot dog bun. It's good.
Mustard, mayonnaise.
No, just mustard. I had a bun I had to eat. All right, so you guys have stealthily approached, taken out the guy in the tower so far. You don't hear any other movements. Neo, you darted up. However, however you can envision Neo climbing up there without slipping and sliding on this slushy trail, but just starts right up there.
Just ran so fast, went across the top.
Yeah, ran so fast. What was the song? They ran so fast, I didn't know they're coming.
Hounds couldn't catch him.
Yeah. So when you get up there, Neo, you hear like they're down like lower in the valley, so their movement and stuff is pretty muffled. But when you get up here, you're pretty quiet. Innately, you hear what sounds like somebody coughs and makes like stamping noise, trying to like keep their feet warm or something kind of sound coming from, and you glance over and you can see that this section up here has like a iron bars. Now the snow's like squished up against it, but now that you're up closer, you can see kind of sort of through the bars. The snow's been piled up around them, but there's air can get in, you know, and you think that's where the sound is coming from.
Okay.
And you also see that this is two very big, heavy-looking doors that are closed.
Well, obviously, I don't want to go through the doors at this point because if they're hostile, I have no backup. So I'm going to use my. Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue running to check out stuff because I mean, I fired a firebolt through the slot, but I don't even know if there's anyone still in there because I'm just trying to be bait. So I'm gonna basically keep running, running, and so I have to go up a level, and then I'll go ahead and follow the ridgeline.
Okay, hold on. When you get up to this point, you can see over here that there's like a culvert that goes underneath into the structure, kind of looking thing. There's like a little grate on it. It's pretty.
Belly slide like a seal on the ice.
And you can make out the bars and stuff. And you have a light source, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish up what you were going to do.
Okay, so I did 20. So I'm going to keep on running. There's another 20. I'm going to go ahead and keep on running, basically over towards where I heard the coughing.
Yeah, over. Actually, you probably would stop like right here.
Okay, so yes. There you
go. Because there's terrain here. If I open it, what does it do? Does that help?
Well, I can kind of see in. I don't see anything in there.
Yeah, so, you can't see anybody, but you know there's somebody like back a little bit over there. You can.
Okay.
You're out of actions anyways, right?
Well, my movement would take me to there. So I can basically kind of move along the wall bars to see if I can see in.
Oh, you're gonna like creep in and see. Yeah, actually, when you get to here, you see a dwarf kind of back to you, like you know, kind of being cold in there, stomping its feet.
Okay, with that, I'll go ahead and try to quietly drop prone.
Then you see him kind of turning around and looking in your direction, you know, as the light lightens up the opening and light shines into this dark area from your light source that you have.
I'll basically like lose the light source to the side
You like
and just drop prone. Okay, off to my left, and then I'll just drop prone. So that way, the light source will kind of like should land somewhere over here, and then I'll drop prone. Am I able to do those two actions after my sprint?
I'm gonna allow you to drop your light source, but not until you got to here and I said he turned around and you noticed that the area was lit up.
Okay.
So you can chuck it over there, you could drop it in the square adjacent to you if you wish.
You know what? No, I'll just hold it. Yeah.
Okay.
Disregard. I'll just hold it and just be like, hi.
Obsidian.
So he's going to move up along the path. Since he heard the Wilhelm scream and hasn't seen any crossbow bolts in a while.
Did you? Oh, for the guy out of the tower, yeah.
And then he's going to sort of sway, moving the steel juggling ball from hand to hand, watching and listening for anything that's coming toward him, taking a dodge action.
Dodging, all right. So the dwarf in the tower. Well, let me read this text that I meant to read to you guys earlier. When you get a little further up, like where Neo's at, not at the towards the top of the hill, you're going to see that a blocky stronghold bereft of warmth and charm juts out of the hillside in a rough crescent shape. Only part of its construction is visible. The rest is buried in the stone. A large double-door stone serves as the main entrance. The terrain leading to it is upward sloping plain covered with fresh snow. A stream used to flow out of a barred culvert northeast of the main entrance, but the waterway has frozen. Two other barred openings can be seen along the stronghold's northern wall. Anyone positioned behind these openings would have an unobstructed view of the hillside. Closer to you, separated from the rest of the stronghold, is a snow-covered stone bunker perforated by arrow slits, which you guys have already seen. So that was the read aloud text that I forgot to read to you guys. And let's see. Let me hold on 1 second. Read her, make sure. Vertical iron bars spaced 6 inches apart are embedded in the stone frames of this 3 5-foot-tall rectangular openings. So they're pretty big openings. So they're like big, thick bars, and they're like 6 inches apart. So the snow is kind of piled up and, given it some openings still, but blocked it a little bit. And you see some of the snow drop away as you see a dwarf looking out and trying to figure out why there's light coming in. And
oh hey, deliver.
she like looks and then give me a persuasion or a deception.
Which would you prefer?
Whichever you think you would like to roleplay out.
Okay.
So go ahead and roleplay that out.
So
wait,
I'll be like,
wait, what are you using?
Well, I use persuasion.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read it. Persuasion. Hold on. Let me roll her insight. We'll see what. And let you role play this little scene out real quick. Insight is wisdom, right?
Insight is wisdom, yes.
All right. So she's got a 5 on her insight. So you come sneaking up and you're laying prone, and she peeks her head out and looks down at you, and you look up at her and you say,
We're so cold. We're just kind of traveling through the area, and we saw your structure here, and we really need a place to warm up, and we can pay you like 5 or 10 gold to let us in, and I can start a fire if you have something that'll burn. We mean you no harm.
she's like, well, let me go open the front gate for you. And who are you?
Oh, I'm Neo, and my friends are still coming up the hill. We're so cold. We're just traveling merchants.
More patheticness. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Traveling merchants. And,
Well,
and she's like,
we sold
well,
we sold some pelts just a couple days ago. We're up taking care of some more business.
well, she moves off in this direction and opens a door, and it closes behind her, and she vanishes.
Oh.
She's like, I'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay.
Run. So
All right.
you can make out that he's up there, but you think you hear voices. Are you gonna,
Off in the distance.
if you like take your, just use your action to like listen and focus on it, you might be able to try to make out what it's being said, but it
No,
would
I'm not
take an
gonna worry about
action
that.
to really dive into it,
I'm just gonna dash in. Just take the dash action and head
Just
on in.
bookity
as
up the
far as I
hill.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and move your guy. What's your movement? 30 normally?
30.
So move your guy like 50 up the path. And actually, it doesn't really start getting slippery up until you get up to like this area, so. 50, yeah, and actually, I'm thinking you can probably move to like here.
Okay.
Just slip slide and helping you, pulling your way up. Since you're going along the bank there, you're kind of using your hands and pushing across giving yourself a little boosty. Dennis, he's rushing up the hill, you can see ahead of you.
Yeah, so I will take off behind him using my action to dash. And if I can get a little
that's good.
cover right there, I'll stop him right about there.
Did you want to like drop prone or anything, or are you just gonna just kind of squat down a little?
Well, I mean, I thought this was like a rise here.
It is. That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to
Yeah,
drop
I can
prone, you
squat,
can get
kind of, squat down behind
3/4,
it or what.
but I'll give you a half cover for squatting.
That's weird. You can't. How come you can't cancel your move? Yeah, there you go. Okay, 3/4 cover. You bet. I'll
Complain about
take it.
DM's got to be Johnny on the spot. If you drop prone, you can have 3/4 cover. If not, you're just gonna have the -2 for squatting.
No,
You
just
want-
-2 for squatting.
Okay.
Yeah.
CKC.
CKC, huh?
Yeah. All
Well-
you see is asses and elbows ahead of you. You really rode crappy twice in a row for your initiative.
I'm going to janky movement.
Yankee movement.
Janky movement to the jankedness. I'll just go dash to there.
Get up behind him.
Yeah. Where I like it.
All right.
And somehow I'm not in. Thank you. Yeah.
Top of round 4, Dennis again.
All right. So is this like difficult terrain to hear? So that would
Yeah.
like really be 10. That would be
yeah.
10.
Just move as far as you want to move, and then I'll figure out how far you get. How's that? Just drag your token. You want to try to get all the way up there? I think I'll allow that. You were kind of squatting. You already got your footing real well there. So yeah, I think you're all right to run up and kind of squat down
Behind
again.
that one. Yep.
Yeah, again squatting down, getting your cover. Not trying to be quiet as far as movement goes so much, but keeping your voices down and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
Keeping your heads down. Grun.
All right. Well, Grun's gonna do the same thing. Just keep heading towards the door. Kind of roughly along that trajectory.
Yeah, no problem. You get right on up there. Stan, you've got eyes up here. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you can see the bars and stuff now. You don't see any movement, but the light is lighting up that you can now see in and make out that's the bars and stuff that now that you're up this high. Who's that? Obsidian, you're moving up?
Moving up, I've got the sort of sway action going, moving the ball back and forth, watching, studying
Taking the
the window
dodge
and the
action.
door. I'm not really worried about the door. I'm watching those window slits.
Yeah, now that you got up here, you can make them out too. There's nice light source over here too, so it's pretty clear. You know that those are the bars and everything. So let's see. Clunk, 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 clunk. Little dwarf, little dwarf. Neo.
All right, Neo. Seeing that the dwarf is kind of running over there and seeing his associates coming up the path, will sprint in the way that he does.
Look at the openings in the line of sight. It's a leaky castle.
Oh yeah.
Leaky
He'll kind of run over here and kind of like motion for them to kind of hurry up and come on up. And that is it.
Yeah, when you get right there in front of the doors, and you're turning the corner, you can hear her voice inside there mumbling, "Oh, let me get this down," in Dwarven. Does your character speak Dwarven?
Dwarven, I do not believe so.
All right, so you don't make out
Nope.
what she's saying, but you can hear her in there talking. It doesn't sound like she's talking to anybody in particular, though. No one's answering. CKC.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm gonna do.
Does sound like a rapper, doesn't it?
CKC
4 and 3
Creeper.
and 2 and 1. CKC is here for fun.
Janky movement
That's
all the
awful.
way. Don't you test me. I'll punch you in the face. Alright, that's good enough.
Yeah, you're good.
Careful,
You
Hells.
looking up?
Huh?
Da, 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 da.
My turn still?
Again.
Booyah.
of the round.
Okay. I'll go ahead and run up to these guys.
Run down to him?
Or yes, run down to them. And go ahead and explain, hey guys, I saw one of them, said, hey, we're just traveling tradesmen. We're trying to find some warm shelter. They're going to open up the front door for us. So if they need us to trade something, I'll go ahead and just pull out like a purse that for some reason I have on me and hand it to Dennis Quaid and say, do you think
Is
you
there
can
a
sell
flower
this?
on the purse? Like, little.
Oh, total pretty flower
Is that
purse.
pretty? Is that blue?
And I'll hand it to Dennis Quaid and say, do you think you can sell this for, like, really talk it up? Because, being salesman or tradesman.
I'll try.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and...
We'll just say that our dogs got killed by fucking kobolds, and pack of kobolds killed our dogs and ran off with our
All
shit.
right, hold on.
Right.
Let's Obsidian speak up. He's here. What does he say?
Sounds like a plan as long as it gets us out of this pinche cold. And he's
Pinche cold.
gonna move up.
It
Oh,
is
what?
pretty cold now, especially now that you guys are getting towards the top of this bluff, this hill. It's starting to get colder because of the wind. So you move up,
Just in
and
case he's gonna keep swaying, watching.
dodging. All right, so from inside, you hear the doors getting fumbled around, and this door opens. And
Hello,
everyone
friend!
sees in the dim light up there a dwarf, but does not look like a standard dwarf.
Should I pull my hood up and cover my pointed ears? Draw it real down like this,
The dwarf is kind of pale skin, white beard. Who speaks Dwarven in the party?
You keep asking that.
No one?
I don't think
Groovin,
anybody
I think.
does.
Yeah.
No one? Has anyone, well, you guys have seen dwarves. This doesn't look like a normal dwarf.
But they don't
Durgar.
speak common?
How about,
This is monochrome dwarf.
how about Undercommon? Does anyone speak
Neo speaks Undercommon.
Undercommon? Neo speaks Undercommon. I would think, knowing how to speak Undercommon, that you might have heard of Durgar.
Durgers. Durger.
And you got a pretty good look at the Durgar. You're like, at first, you're like, I know I heard that language. Those are Durgar. Right about now is when you realize that. As the door opens and there's a Durgar standing there.
Crap.
Grun!
I'm gonna ready a cantrip, and if they behave in any way aggressive, I'm gonna blast them.
Right? CKC?
Janky movement.
Janky.
I'm gonna come right up
Janky
here and
movement.
I'm gonna wave and say, it's great to meet a new friend. It sure is cold outside.
Give me a persuasion if you care.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's kind of what your character's doing. All right. Thank you. Oh, sorry, that was Dennis. Dennis. I skipped it over you, but
Yeah.
in the right
So Dennis, seeing the dwarf, first thing he's going to do is make sure his hood's pulled down and kind of like let the shadows from the Shadowfell kind of make it a little darker inside there, so it makes him harder to ID as an elf, and try to slip in with just in amongst the rest of the party as we go through the door. I'm not saying
Are you trying to be like unnoticed as best? You want to give me a stealth check?
as best I can. Yes.
You want to use your action for a stealth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of fall in like behind the paladin and kind of become part of his shadow.
Good.
you're staying opposite the light source as best you can to mimic his shadow, and you're doing a pretty good job, actually. You
Thank you.
can
Thank you very
apply the hidden condition to yourself.
Oh, very good.
CKC.
Me again? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move yet again a little more forward. Kind of going slow and approaching the door like, hey, thanks for agreeing to take us in. I'm sure we can have some trades and many, good conversations, and then I will take the dodge action.
So you kind of keep your line of sight a little below the rim too, So I will also give you some cover from him or anybody up on top of the hill coming down, because you could squat a little there.
But I don't want to.
Little cover.
I don't want it to appear that I'm in any way afraid. So I wouldn't squat.
Yeah, I understand, but if something happens, you could quickly, juke down
Gotcha,
real
okay.
quick and get some cover. But when you look up there, you're staring right at this dwarf, and she's like, "I hope you've got food. I really need some food. I hope you have food to trade." And she's like, "Please, quickly come in before someone spots you. I'm hungry." And I'm gonna give her another insight check. So she's now looking down at a couple of you guys. Mister, what are you wearing for armor, CKC? What's CKC wearing for armor?
CKC the Paladin has chainmail, I believe. I can verify that momentarily.
He has a giant jacket on.
Yes, I have chainmail, I do.
Alright, so nothing super distinctive, like clang, 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 as you're coming up. So
yeah.
she doesn't change her attitude or anything, you don't think, unless she's pretending, but she's like waving you up. Come on up. She doesn't have any weapons drawn. You can see behind her in the doorway there's some kind of gear mechanism or something. Some chains and ropes and stuff when you're looking in. You're not quite sure what the
Kinky.
deal is. And Dennis.
Again, I'm just kind of staying in amongst these guys.
Well, you think you could get over here if you wanted to with a high enough stealth roll.
Yeah. You want another stealth roll?
If you want to get that far. I take that as a yes.
Yeah.
So she like looks your direction as you like scuff a stone when you get right up to her there, and it like pinks off
so
of
cold.
the. And is that what you say? It's so cold?
Yes, the wind. So cold.
She's like, oh dear, quick. She looks confused, and you see her like reaching for her, reluctantly reaching for, she's got a war pick on her hip.
Oh, really?
She like puts her hand on the war pick. She hasn't drawn it, but she looks at you, and she's a little cautious.
Did you say food? And I'm gonna hand her one of my rations.
Well, you don't have it out, and you've actually kind of
20 feet
You can
away.
pull out a ration. Yeah, I'll allow you to take a ration out of your backpack. Here, have some frozen jerky. It's like scrape some snow off of.
Yes, I've had.
And she's like, you see her eyes get kind of big. Neo.
Neo will just confidently kind of walk towards her and say, or will tell Dennis, no, the door's over here, and then kind of look at her and say, sorry, the cold has kind of started getting to his brain. He's not really all fully there right now. He needs to warm up.
Keep going with your persuasion. Let's see how well you're doing.
Alrighty. Let's see. Do I? You know what? I'll go ahead and use inspiration. Why not? It's what it's there for.
And it actually helped you.
It did. So yeah, just kind of confidently stride towards her.
She looks nervously behind her. She's like, "Come quick, be quiet." She like kind of leans away if you want to step through her space.
That's the maximum of my movement, but yes, like, and as I walk up there, I'll also pull out a ration and kind of hand it to her as I walk through.
She looks down at it. She looks over at the shadow that's over there holding a ration out of the darkness. She's like, she licks her lips. Obsidian. Neo, you can make out, now that you're in the doorway, these are cages over here. And within the cage, you see what looks like an ogre, maybe, in one of the cages. You think it's frozen. You're not sure. And it's like staring out, and then one of its eye sockets is empty. It's like missing an eye completely. Like there's a big scar across its face. There's leaning against the wall, like right here, is a sled that's still got like ice clinging to it. You also see in the middle, the ogre's in this first one. In the middle one, there's on the far side of the cage, as far away from the ogre as they can get, are two scared goats. They're like, they're like shaking.
Hey, people get lonely.
And the third cage is empty. I think you can make this out. Can you see that? Let me put your line of sight.
The little like well.
Yeah, it looks like a well. Like there's a little bucket next to it, and like sticking up. Let's see. So, Dennis, you're outside. What's Dennis gonna do?
Dennis hands the ration to her.
So you walk up.
Yeah, so she's like trying to stack them now, both, because you gave her. She's got two of them. She's like, oh. She's like sniffing them. How much do you want for these? I have some coins, and she's fumbling around a little bit.
No, just warmth, and I stumble and I act like I'm shaking and I'm keeping my head down so she can't see any features.
Give me a deception or a performance.
Persuasion.
Or a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Is that what you? Persuasion? Yeah, you don't think she suspects anything yet. She's all into these rations, She's like, yes. She like steps back a step. She tears open one of the rations, and she's like, come in, get warm, but be quiet. And she starts eating some of the frozen ration. You can see that she does look a little skinny for a dwarf, like you can see some of her veins in her arms and stuff that she's a little thin.
Hot.
Grun.
What?
sure
Did I
it's a
get skipped?
she.
What the fuck?
Oh, did I skip you? Oh yeah, go ahead, CKC. What
So
you gonna do?
I'm janky. I'm gonna just dash
Janky.
on in, but I'm just walking, all slow like, and I don't say anything. I just go in there.
You didn't move
Nod.
obsidian from last time.
The what? Say that again.
You didn't move obsidian from the last movement.
Oh.
Grun.
All right. Grun is going to walk up his movement and do the same thing in terms of readying a spell. If the dwarf or anything else behaves aggressively, he's going to blast it.
And you actually put the ready spell. I meant to ask you that, Rob. In your coatings and effects, should you not put that in there too?
It's there.
It was added.
Huh?
I'm
Oh,
all
yeah,
over
ready
it, baby.
spell.
I want to look.
Look at the combat tracker. Look at Grun.
Well, that I put a condition on his in the spells, but shouldn't it be in the on the effects?
Oh, it
ready?
is. Yeah, I mean, if you updated it,
No, it
it's
just
there.
says ready to action.
No, the ready spell is in there
Ready
now.
spell.
When did you update? Did you update before
Concentration.
the game?
Yeah. Well,
it's in there. It's in the
It's
5e
in the
effects
last
coding.
day
Yeah.
or two I've
It's in
updated.
the classes. It's in the classes with the other 4 actions. So now there's 5
No, if I hit
actions.
the effects button up there, the little zombie, and bring up the effects, and with all your
Oh,
coding in it,
it's
shouldn't it
not
be
in
in
the
there?
effects list. It's in the spells.
No.
It's readied. It's under readied.
And I don't think that I have any of the readied actions in the effects list.
Ready to action is.
It's
Is
under
it?
readied action. Yes.
Oh, I could add it. That's fine. I just have them in the
It's-
class features because I figure.
No, we're talking in the effects button, Sven.
It's
not
there
In the,
under readied action. Spell out readied. I just
no,
typed it
ready
right
to action is not the same as readied spell. That's what I'm saying. He should put
Yeah.
the readied spell there.
Readied spell requires concentration, so it has
I've got
the
it on my
C
character
it.
sheet. Somebody put it on here.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
guys.
coded
Here,
it
I
on
can
your
clear this
spells,
up.
but not the
So a
effects
couple
list.
days ago, there was a conversation about making that. So I did, and I put it in the class features pack. But it is not in the
that's where-
conditions and effects. But a readied spell is completely different and separate than a readied action. That's why we were talking about it. So
So it's in
I'll
the
add it.
spells,
Drake.
not the list.
I think that would be a good spot for it.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
as soon as
Obsidian, you moved in.
as soon as I come through the door, I'm looking for a fireplace. Is there anything generating heat?
No, doesn't look like there's anything here generating heat.
I'll say
So you see, when you guys come in, let me describe this hall is devoid of decoration. A frozen well stands here, a hallway. I'm reading as it's spelled here, not near. A hallway to the east, and 3 iron cages are pushed against one wall. One contains a ogre that now looks kind of rotting and frozen, and it is missing its right eye. And as you guys come in and start moving around, it goes from within the cage, and it kind of howls in despair. And then you see the 2 nervous goats behind it, and the 3rd cage is empty. Leaning against the wall near the cages is a wooden dog sled with ice clinging to it. And as you look further back down into the hallway, you see there's like 2 open doorways back there. In the far southwest corner, an iron lever sticks out of the wall. I don't know if you could see that. Southwest corner. Which way is south? I don't know. I want to say this way south. Bottom of the map.
Is there a legend on the map that tells you? Is there a compass rose?
No, I don't see one.
Was the roof destroyed because it's snowing inside?
so. He's going to say,
Yeah.
"Do you have a fire?"
He's like, I don't. And you can't go any further into the caverns or my friends will know you're here and we're not allowed company, but I'm so hungry. Oh, I can at least offer you some shelter for a few, maybe an hour or so, until you can gather your strength, perhaps. And I eat these rations. She starts choking another one down.
Listen here, Peter Lorry. We need a fire. we need to warm up.
Yeah. So, lead the way.
All right, I'm
Oh.
gonna actually take you guys out of initiative right now because she's busy eating, and unless you guys do something in the next 15 minutes, that's what she's gonna do.
Okay.
Basically, going to ask her to lead the way to the shelter, or is it just the inside the entryway? Is what she's saying.
Hold on 1 second. Unlocking the tokens. She's like, she like moves over here. Come in, close the doors, get the warmth of the building and the stone out of the wind. So, do you go in, Grun?
Yeah, I'll head on
Close
in
the door. I mean,
and look at her suspiciously.
yeah, she like moves over, probably like over here next to the sled, and she sits down on the ground, and she starts tearing into this, and she looks over at you. She's like, "You have to be quiet, but you can stay in here." So what are you guys gonna do? She's like, she's eating her.
Well,
You see this ogre in there is like, the goats are like, they're shaking in the corner. You guys do remember something about goats.
Bob
I'm gonna
knows
come
the
right
most.
over here in the corner.
Your characters do, anyways. The players may not.
They were stolen from
it's
the
a
town.
great company in the middle of the.
So you do see this door. You do see this door down that way too when you come around the corner. This mechanism looks like a drawbridge that can be raised.
Or lowered to a pit.
Or lowered to allow people to access the interior. These are like stone walls, you know, they're solid.
I think Neo will go ahead and probably take like 2 torches out and stick them in the ground, kind of like leaning against each other, and cast prestidigitation and kind of like light them, just to kind of like create some heat and stuff to warm up with. And he'll place them right there.
She did leave this door open here. She came. It's, you know, mostly open. She didn't leave it wide open. So there's fresh air circulating through here. You can feel the cool air, you know, blowing in from outside.
I'll still
Coming
light the
from that.
fire to create
No,
warmth.
I'm just saying that it's not going to get real smoky in here because you got fresh air coming in.
Sweet.
So Obsidian mumbles toward Grun, and as he's trying to warm himself up, stomping the snow off his feet and taking the crampons off.
Anybody else going to do anything?
I agree. 100%.
I am just kind of squatting down here in the corner, prone, trying to stay hidden, like I'm cold.
I would.
Yeah, she's really. I mean, she glances up and looks around once in a while, but if you guys aren't doing anything super suspicious or anything, she's focused on eating this ration currently. She sees Neo with the torches, and he's lighting them up, and she looks down at the frozen ration she has, and she shrugs and she moves over next to him.
So
Starts to
Obsidian
stick her
walk toward her a
ration
little bit.
out.
And thank you again for letting us in. I have no food, but do you like magic? And he's moving a coin between his fingers and closes his hand, and it's gone. He opens his hand.
She's like, she looks up at you suspiciously and she says, "You're merchants?"
I am the entertainment, and sort of pulls his jacket open a little bit so she can see the costume. The road can be long, so they hire me to make them smile.
Dance
And I'll
monkey.
bring out
Persuasion. Give me a persuasion.
juggling balls and start juggling.
Obsidian has
Yeah,
been given for this perform or whichever check he's about to do. He has been given advantage from the chat.
nice.
I will tell
So
you.
he
Give
walks
me
up to
a
her.
persuasion with advantage.
This
As
was given
entertainment,
by
he's playing with his balls.
this was given by Draco Wizard.
Nice.
So as I'm starting to juggle, I'm actually going to then throw on attacker with the juggling ball.
So you're like, and she's like, she's kind of glancing at you. She's kind of got part of the meat in the fire, and she's nibbling on one, and she's looking like over her shoulder at you. And so I'm gonna give you all a surprise on her. So let me give her the surprise condition.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Grun is right next to me, sort of.
Ready to go. I'll go up to him and pull my finger.
Pull my finger.
Quaid is completely caught off guard because nobody let him in on the joke. But you see him smile.
And I think she's gonna go hostile as soon as she gets hit, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And
We didn't
let's
wanna
roll
raise the
initiative.
rations. We're hoping to save at least one ration.
Let me push initiative to you guys. There you go.
That's what you were worried about was rations.
Really?
And look at that, Obsidian. Oh wait, let
Feist.
me roll for her. Hold on.
She was.
No, not
he
that.
was feist.
There we go. All right, so go ahead, Obsidian. Do your full round there with. Well, she's got surprise on her, so you should have advantage. Let's take a dodge off of you though.
All right. And did you want to? There you go. Did you? So I can save the advantage for my second attack then. That I was given by chat.
The
Oh, you get
advantage.
an
The
advantage
advantage
on your
was for your
perception
persuasion
check.
check.
Persuasion, yeah. Yeah, which null and voids when you hit her upside the head, so you don't even need to roll it anymore.
Oh. So Dennis,
But
what
you do
gives
surprise her. You do get a
Dennis,
surprise.
what gives you resistance to necrotic? What gives you that?
So
What
it didn't
gives
give,
me resistance to necrotic is that I'm from the Shadowfell.
And
so it
so
didn't give me advantage.
Racial ability.
so
Yeah,
why is it?
roll that again.
I'm trying to get this from him, you guys. Why is it just labeled trait? Oh, it just says trait.
I did that. I did
Oh,
that.
so it's not a coding thing that is my mistake that I need to fix.
Well, it sort of
says
is,
trait.
but I shortened it up when I put it on his sheet
I don't
under
like it.
advanced
Okay.
effects.
That always makes me think there's a mistake.
So as she dodges the first ball, it goes clanging across the floor. He runs up and slams her with his elbow. Thank you for the advantage. I appreciate it.
He like da, 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 and he like kind of slips a little and flings his thing and it misses. You know, he was juggling them, and he's like, he looks down and he runs over and he gives her a freaking big ass freaking elbow smash on the top of the head, and she bites down on her on her fingers that she had in her mouth, and you see blood squirt out. She's like, and she looks up at you guys with big eyes. CKC.
Tokens are not locked.
Let's do that. Bam, locked.
Now, I'm assuming that this is like a barrier, or I can't just go straight to her through that, right?
Yeah, the gray areas on both sides are walls that go all the way up to the ceiling. So
Okay.
you can go out the door because the drawbridge is down currently.
Right, okay, so I'm going to go to...
Yeah, so you can't really see her unless you go
Yeah,
around the corner.
I'll just go there.
Oh, you can
And...
probably see her from there, though.
But I'm not really in a position to... Oh, wait. Can you... I'm sorry, can you move me back? I need to redo my movement. God damn this whole... I was here.
Or are we there?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, hold on, let me move the map up. I'm zoomed in too far. You're
Okay,
against the
now
wall
let me
there.
see if I can get this done. Okay, no, I can't go there anyway. Okay, it's too far. I can only go there. So I can't get her with my Jerry Lewis weapon. So, and I'm just gonna dodge.
Huge.
All right. Seeing that we're no longer trying to be nice at this point,
Yeah, you got your little torches lit now. You're like, hey, and you look up and you see him elbow her. And she bites down on her fingers. Blood squirts out of her mouth, and one of her fingers is like dangling off, and she like, you see her going for her axe. She's about to stand up. She's still sitting.
well, what the hell?
Actually, I should have prone on her too.
So
let me
Draco Wizard in the chat, I'm going to give you I'm gonna refund.
I will go ahead and
your advantage for
hit
Obsidian
her with the
just give him the
quarterstaff,
crit.
trying
And
to
the
knock
reason for
her
that
out.
is
Non-lethal damage.
you already have a crit, you don't need advantage, but you must use both things immediately.
So she turns around
or at your next
and looks.
opportunity.
She's not paying attention
So
to you, and
he
you're
would
like,
have to use advantage,
you
and then he
kinda
would have to
stand
get a
up
crit
and, like,
anyway, so it would
give
be a
her the
waste
old
of your XP.
crack to
so I'm gonna refund that for you.
Give her. You're gonna have advantage on her. She's
I
prone.
hit.
Oh yeah. Oh, maximum damage. So you're like, whap, and you hear it hit this rock hard skull, like, and she, you can see the swell on her head swell up and stuff. But she looks back at you like kind of dazed, but still conscious.
I'll make the little like nappy sound or nappy motion, kind of like take a step back.
You're gonna
Just gonna kind of like
square.
Nope, mobile.
Oh yeah, that's right. You still leave her threaten square. Just saying.
Well, yes.
Grun.
Grun is going to use an inspiration to not have disadvantage because she's prone, and I am going to blast her.
Oh, nice. Oh, so go ahead and tell us how that looks. Her sitting there chomping on her, holding her stubby finger up, like, reaching for her.
So she's holding up her stubby fingers that she had just bit off, and I comment, "Need a finger?" And I point a finger at her and I blast it right through till the back of her head comes flying out.
So like right through her mouth and the back of her head. You see part of the rations go on the back wall with her tongue hanging off of it and slides down the wall.
Can you guys see in this corner over here?
Over.
In that corner over there is Abraham Zapruder with an 8mm camera. Did you guys see? Anybody old enough to get that joke? Anybody?
I'll open a umbrella twice.
Flying out the back of her head. Come on, chat, you get it, goddammit.
This is pretty
You old
good.
sons of bitches. Alright, now we got free reign of the place. Let's go kill some dwarves. We're so evil.
So, everybody tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, that how noisy you guys just were.
Well, I didn't use booming blade. I used a stick.
3, 4.
I did.
My attack is 2 or 3.
Yeah, mine's
An
like
elbow
a
to the
1.
head was a 1. I'm in agreement
We're
that you're
pretty
not
quiet.
over a 4
Yeah.
for sure.
All I did was walk, so that'd be a 1.
Yeah, so I think you guys might even be quieter than that. The loudest thing was your fire spell, which isn't that loud. I mean, blowing a hole through
DM
her
David
face.
C. Thanks for
her
the
falling
Eldritch
follow.
on the
Welcome to
Blast
the
ground.
just
stream.
says crackling energy. I mean, it's kind of like the lightning crackle, but it's
And
there's no
she was already prone on the ground, so she didn't make a big kerflop. So I think you guys suddenly the place is like quiet, and all you hear is the ogre in the cage over there. He's like, "Yeah." And let's see if this thing in the cage. Let's see how this works.
I'm gonna pick up the rat.
You can see that the cage is actually locked. You do find keys to unlock all the cages. Quickly you can find keys. They might be hanging on her belt or on the wall or something over there. Let me unlock the tokens real quick so you guys can move around.
I'm gonna go over and
I'll take
shut
you
the
guys
front door.
out of initiative.
We are free to move
because-
about the cabin.
Yeah, I'm
let
gonna
me
shut the front
let
door.
me. I think you kind of already did shut the front
Oh,
door.
did we? I
The
don't
last
remember
guy
that.
in, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was.
So you move over and you make sure it's secure. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Does
And
the-
she has a war pick. She has a couple of javelins on her, and she's wearing a scale mail, and she does have a shield.
Ooh, I'll take. If
If
nobody
anybody
else
wants
wants
it.
them, I'll take the javelins.
And there is still 1 ration, and you could probably get a half of a ration back if you want to scrape the ration, the brains, and her tongue off the
Oh
wall.
my god, that's disgusting.
Hey,
I'll
the
take the
dog-
uneaten ration that she hadn't started yet.
the dogs wouldn't mind. I mean, they wouldn't know. All right, so what are you guys gonna do? That was I actually give you guys props. That was pretty impressive, getting in like that. Because here, I like to let you guys know what you were up against. It says that she's not really paying a whole lot of attention, and then when he convinced her that she was a merchant and what, she went around and opened the door. But had she saw you guys fighting and whatnot, she would have sounded an alarm and raised the drawbridge.
Ay ay ay.
And it would have taken her 2 rounds to do so. So
So
that would have changed this entire outcome had the persuasion not taken place.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Or you guys
That's
stuck
awesome.
in the front door or something,
So as a group, do we always go left? Do we always go right? Do we always go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Do we lean to the left or right? Is what you're asking?
Or do
Yeah,
we
you guys
stand
really
up,
haven't
sit
been
down,
in
fight?
an internal situation yet. You guys fought wolves outside, and so you haven't really gone tactfully. I think your characters would take a moment to discuss that.
Around the fire.
Campfire quest. Yeah.
around
So
the ogre.
so you can see who's that? Grun over there. When you look down that way, let me read the text here. A long room divided in the middle by 2 open doorways stands empty. In the far southwest corner, an iron lever sticks out of the wall. So I'm thinking
Is that a
south.
doorway?
Yeah, 2 of them. 2
We
doorways.
can't see through it. You
Let
said
me,
they were
Let
open.
me open them. Yeah, let me open them. Is it open now?
One of them
There
is.
you go. Oh, there's like double doors here. That's kind of weird.
Everybody's moving their tokens so they can get the whole view.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, there's the lever.
Oh,
Is
so
that the lever you were
there's
talking
the
about?
lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the lever. Okay.
Let's pull it.
Let's move her body quickly.
I think we should
Dash
just
it.
throw it down the well.
This is the reason I'm never gonna unlock
you look into the
tokens
well,
for
Grun?
my players. I'm never gonna let
No,
them
I was
do
gonna
that.
throw the body down the well.
Okay.
Frozen.
What's down the well?
A dead body.
It's frozen. It's a frozen. Well,
and soon to be a frozen dead body in the well.
I mean, it would hit the frozen part.
Fun.
Obsidian has received an inspiration card from Obsidian Lover, Draco Wizard, in the chat. Who is Draco Wizard? He's just buying you everything. That's not Bobby, is it?
I don't know.
Fine.
That's awesome, though.
Draco
Is this
is
alternate
Obsidian's sugar daddy.
Yeah, you've also got a critical hit coming to your way from him, but you haven't had a chance to use it yet.
You got a sugar daddy.
So Draco, I mean Obsidian. Obsidian will look at the ogre. Do you know what I'm saying? You understand me?
Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you know what I'm saying, man?
It's not my job. You know what I'm saying, man?
Wait, I'm looking for the inspiration thing again. I didn't link it. I didn't link it like I should have.
Link it, lock it, load it.
Yeah, a Rob deal.
Yeah, when I DM, that's all that's in my head is every move I make, it's like, am I going to need to do this ever even one more time in the future? Hotkey. And then I got 7,000 hotkeys.
Well, I have a little TM screen. I just need to lock it there.
Draco says next stream I'll pick someone else to spread the loves.
All right, so let's see which card you get.
How unfortunate.
Oh, it worked that time.
Yeah, it worked that time.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Force an enemy to re-roll a roll they just made. The enemy must use the lower of the two results. Cheetah paw! That's what I call it. Cheetah paw.
Nice. How unfortunate. I'm not happy with the spacing between the word how and the silver. It needs to be moved down. I'm not going to do it. I already just updated like 9
There's a few of those
cards.
that need to be reworked for 5e2.
The ogre.
Oh, they have.
You know, Rob?
The ogre, when you get close to it, you realize that this ogre is not alive.
I thought it moved when we came in. Okay.
It is moving, and it's looking at you and it's moaning, but it is not alive.
Undead.
Ah, okay.
It's like
During tonight's game,
it's like cramped in this cage too. It's like his knees are up in his face. He's like,
never mind.
Missing an eye.
We'll take it out before we leave.
This one is undead.
And there's 2 goats trying to stay as far away from him as they can. They're like,
Anyone
Did
else
we
hungry
ever
for
answer
goat?
the question?
Or zombie.
what was the question?
Always left, always right, always clockwise, always counterclockwise. That way, I mean, we know how we're going to move unless there's something else that would draw us another direction.
I think you should always go left unless you go right.
Okay.
Well, we look to all be going to the left, so let's go ahead and make that with it.
And as I walk by, I pull this lever. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. The lever probably opens the cages. Who the fuck knows what it does?
So there's a when you start to you turn the corner and you see that that door there that CK and Obsidian are in front of. You can see that there's a light source coming from underneath the doorway. And it's kind of cascading a green and a bluish green kind of light coming out from underneath the door.
So
It's not like your standard yellow light. It's different. It's a greenish color light.
Want
Yeah,
to ready a
CK
spell.
on the shoulder and sort of put a finger to his mouth, and he's gonna listen at the door.
Stop that spell mumbling.
I don't have any spells. I'm just a first level
I'm
paladin.
going to ready
no
it.
spell.
If I see a Durger behind that thing, I'm going to shoot it.
I am going to... Well, do you allow readied actions not in combat, Drake? Because I'm going to do it too if you allow that. Which I don't, by the way, as a DM. I never allow it. Yes or no?
I don't allow a readied action, but I do allow like verbal, like what are you gonna do, kind of, and I kind of fudge it a little. But yeah,
So, because
So what
my
did you
intent
want
would
to
be
do?
if this door gets open and there's somebody within 10 feet, I'm going to stab him in the face. But that would be a readied action, which...
Oh, somebody. Oh, I got you. Well, we'll play that by ear.
Okay.
So I might allow it. Let's put it that way. So yeah, you can prep for that, and we'll see how it
Obsidian's
works.
within 10 feet.
Speaking by ear, I'm listening at the door. Do you want me to
You're
roll?
listening at the
Apparently,
door.
the door was not marked
Well,
as locked, so players can open it.
right. So that's the
I don't wanna
question
open it.
is
I wanna listen to it.
Oh,
when
sweet.
you
I tried
listen
to
at
go
the
through...
door. Let's see. Give me a perception check. You two, CKC, since you're there too.
Perception? Okay, perception.
Perception.
Perception. Oh, right. You don't have the thing. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. You do have the thing.
So you guys hear somebody kind of humming, and
Hurdy.
yeah, so you think it's the chef from the Muppets. You're not sure though.
Nobody else.
Sounds more dwarven than Swedish.
Since
So
nobody
you-
else is anywhere close, I'm gonna sort of wave my hand, try to get their attention, and I'm gonna count and open the door.
All right, let's roll initiative then. Let me push that to you.
Do you have the layers, Drake, that you don't have to do it. I'm just wondering if you do have the ability to turn the snow off inside but still leave it on outside.
This was a map from the module, and they didn't layer it that way.
The map has to be designed that way.
Yeah.
They should do it.
But I can turn the snow
More
off
forum
because it is
complaints.
annoying me.
more Rob Tui complaints.
Well, to do it requires a lot more care of cutting out pieces of the map so that you have images that are outside on one layer, images that are inside on a separate layer, and then the snow in between those two layers. It becomes a nightmare for intricate maps.
So when you open the door, Obsidian, it's when we're gonna start this. You guys see a feller back there, and you surprise him. Oops,
Shoot him.
That's not good. And I'm gonna give him the surprise condition because he didn't hear you guys out here. Sir.
Stab him in the face.
Beauty.
That's 2 in a row. You guys are not murder hobos right off the bat. You're actually.
Then we let her
sneaking
eat
around.
half a ration.
And Dennis, you get to react the fastest. So the
I
door
don't
opens.
see-
Is the door open? Yeah, you can see in, right? Oh,
Yeah,
let
he
me turn
was
him
right
on.
There. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, a stone-carved bed and desk occupy this drab room. Atop the desk are several shards of dark crystal, as well as a crumpled-up piece of paper and a burlap sack partially draped over a glowing object that emits colored light that shifts from green to blue to greenish red. Kind of in the shape of a lantern.
This look like another Dwarger? Can we tell from the?
It looks like a pale male Durger dwarf sitting at a desk, facing away from you. So I'm going to put him in this square, and the desk is right here. And I don't know where the bed's at. Let's put the bed like right here.
So he's facing away from us, sitting at a
Yeah,
desk.
he's sitting at a desk. The lamp is on the desk. This with a sack kind of draped over it, and there's some papers and stuff. And I think as soon as the door opens, though, he kind of starts to turn around. But Dennis, you get to go first. What are you gonna do?
I am going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Oh shit! Do we? I forget how that works. Oh shit! So
In the
yeah,
nuts,
that's
in the
just
nuts.
So the door.
Advantage.
In the nuts.
Dramatic orb. I don't know. Dark vision. You're prone. You're marked prone. So you dropped a 3 though, so you missed, right? A 9. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it would have missed.
So you didn't fumble, but you missed. So it like bounces off the door jamb.
Yep. And I'm gonna kind of jank you back out. Tokens aren't locked. Just kind of back out of the way here. To right there.
There's Bob, the automatic token lock doesn't work in Unity. Is that what's going on?
It does not.
Does not. Okay. Oh, it's me.
I have not. Yeah, I have
Still
not
beta.
added it since the token locking was instituted.
It's like
Oh, you mean you
it's
haven't
only
done it in
been
the
like
last 3
9
hours?
hours.
God
Come
damn
on,
it.
Bob. What the
Yeah.
hell you been waiting on? Come on.
I'm still working. I'm working on it, guys.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna move up, and then, as per my predetermined order of business, I'm gonna stab him in the face.
I'm gonna give you a +2 to that attack since you were kind of ready to do this. You were like last round. You're like
Okay.
before the initiative started. You were like, ha ha, and you just hop in and you're like swipe.
What does the surprised condition do?
You got advantage.
And will that happen?
You'll have
Let's
advantage.
just see.
Yeah, it will.
It does not. I don't think that's a thing.
What? So.
I don't think surprised is.
That's a rogue ability.
Yeah.
Assassinate.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll take the hit.
But you do take the hit.
And I tell him he can suck on it. And then I'm going to move 5 more.
That's right. That's the ambush or whatever.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here, because then I will be 15 feet away from him, and if he comes closer, I get to stab him again, because that's how you do it.
Because that's planning. That's planning.
Surprise condition
Abilities.
Neo.
until
Neo.
his turn passes.
Neo passes, says Obsidian.
No.
Neo will
the
walk
surprise
into the
condition-
room and just firebolt him.
The surprise condition means he can't take reactions until his turn passes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh damn. Bounces off his. What has he got? Probably studded leather or what it is.
So I did have a
Okay.
question. Since he's sitting at the desk, is he
Scale mail.
considered like prone or something because he's not standing?
It's a tall desk, so no. He's just
Gotcha.
like on a bar
And also,
stool.
sitting is not prone, by the way, just for everybody who wants to know about that.
Well, I think if you're
Right.
maybe sitting on the ground, you could.
Well,
be
yeah, but
considered
sitting in a
prone,
chair,
but-
I mean, is not prone.
Yeah, yeah, and he's definitely not.
So he's continued to be surprised. His turn.
Can't move.
Yeah,
can't take
he like
actions, can't take
turns
reactions.
around. His eyes are all big, and he kind of cocks his head and looks at you guys. And he looks like he's a little older than the last Durger you saw.
Boomer.
The female.
Singing telegram.
And
Nice shark.
you see him. His teeth start clenching as he realizes he's starting to realize what's going on. Obsidian.
As a reminder, Obsidian has a crit from Draco Wizard, and it's not just Obsidian; it's Obsidian exclamation point. Just so everybody knows.
Awesome. Thank you. So he's going to, as he gets ready to move forward, and this freak boy comes running past him very rudely, without even saying "excuse me" or anything. He's going to use that to sort of do a spin move like a football player. He's got the balls and the steel juggling balls. He's going to move forward and use that momentum to smack him as he moves up.
Don't forget your D6.
I even think you might even be able to, when you come through this doorway, do a little cartwheel as you come in.
I was going to if I didn't have this freak running right in front of me as I was moving through that square.
So you kind of juked a cartwheel, and then you just kind of walked the rest of the way, like, hey.
I just and
So
did a football spin instead. So is a
Nice.
1 an action?
No.
So then here we go.
Oh,
It's a regular
didn't
crit.
realize that's what this. I'm looking at the 6 going, what's that for?
It's a regular crit.
Yeah, it's just a. There it is. 8 points of
gonna-
damage.
He's gonna follow up with a knee.
Shoved your ball in his face, and now you're kneeing him.
Oh my god, I didn't do my
Oh,
butt
cod
attack.
piece.
Fuck, I forgot about it. God damn it.
Slammed into the chair. Sort
I
of
could've
winches a
done
little
my
bit.
Cod
butt
piece.
attack.
Run.
And Grun is going to use his inspiration, his last inspiration point, since there's no point in saving it, to get advantage on his blast.
Other than if you wanted it next session.
Oh, if the player...
Well, we start with 1 every time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have 2 next time.
Eh.
Wait a minute. Let me be clear about this. So if you end the game with 1, then the next game you get to add another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could have 2, maximum of 2.
Right, but no, yeah, but what I do is
And you always will get one at the if you're on time.
Right.
Which you always get
so
one.
you do it different than I do. I do it where at the beginning of the next game you start with 1 regardless of what there was.
Well, that's the way I used to do it with the
Yeah.
inspiration cards, but since I'm not using inspiration cards, I'm giving you a little bonus.
Gotcha.
A little
Love it.
Pet me.
I just noticed now that if a player character is not in my current line of sight, I can't see them. That's interesting. I mean, it's probably good, but I just never noticed it till now.
All right,
he
so
doesn't
I'm
have
going to
party
use
vision
my
turned on.
advantage, my inspiration. Thanks again for all your help tonight, Draco. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's at the top of the round on round 2, Obsidian, did you do your thing and everything?
I was about to. I can.
Well, let's hold off because it's midnight and this is a perfect spot to stop.
Yeah, I would like to do one more round myself, only because I just learned about that inspiration thing, and I was... Well, no, never mind. Never mind what I said. Forget about it. Because if I save it, I start with 2 next time. That's the point. Okay, I'm good.
Right.
Forget what I said.
So Neo
we're
will
good
end the
at- we're-
session by saying, "Kick his
We're,
ass,
we're
Seabass."
good at stopping here, or do you guys want to do
Yeah,
another
we should
round?
stop here, yeah. Because
Yeah, we're good.
anybody that has an inspiration, they get to keep it and get another one next time, so that's good.
Thanks, streamers, for helping.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of loving going on in the stream. We got Liquid Cleric too. So you guys have a good one. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks Drake. Thanks everybody.
See you next week.
See you next week. All right, there you go, everybody. That's how you do it. That's Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. The real long shot. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to the stream. That is the Saturday game, everybody. We will be back next Saturday, of course, with this same game. I gotta turn that wind off. How the fuck do I? There we go. So what? So what? What was I gonna say? Who the fuck knows? So Friday, come and join us for Dungeon of the Mad Mage. As you're looking at the slides now. Saturday, of course, this game, which is Icewind Dale using Unity. We don't use Unity in the other game. And then Sunday, tomorrow, please drop by and check out the random treasure generator and NPC maker. The maker of that will be here with us. And then Tuesday is 5e pickup games, a 2-hour combat game that anyone is welcome to come and join. You don't have to prepare. You can just show up. If you've never played before, though, please do come early. Wednesdays, you can come and join us for Round Robin, which is just Robin and I talking about bullshit. It's super fun. Sometimes the discussion is about penises and vaginas. We don't know what we're going to talk about. You just never know. So the other thing I need to give everyone their end of stream rewards. Oh my god, I can't forget about that. Add points to all 100. So there's 100 XP for everybody just for being here at the end of the show. All 43 of you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Also, if I always like to tell everybody sort of at the end of the show that if all you do is watch, if all you're doing is coming here and hanging out and watching the show and having fun, that's really the only thing I care about. All I care about is that everybody's having fun and having a good time and enjoying what we do. There are things that you can do to, extra things that you can do, but we certainly don't mind if you don't do these things. So these are just available to you if you want to do them. And I put the commands in the chat here. So if you type exclamation point and any of those words there, they will give you the proper link to do said things. For example, exclamation point Discord will give you the link to the Discord channel. We have over 1,400 people talking about Dungeons and Dragons, 5e, the DM's Guild, and Fantasy Grounds 24/7 over there. So we encourage you to come on by, and if you have questions or if you just want to hang out and talk, that's what we do. The other thing you can do is go to my Patreon page, which has levels of support for as little as $1 a month. So that's a thing you can do. You can cheer bits or subscribe. Now, if you cheer or subscribe during the stream, you will attack the Bit Boss, which is currently, of course, Mr. Draco Wizard at 429 hit points. So there's that. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've got about 1,050 videos, maybe 1050 videos, something like that. And Draco says I was given power and I shall be used. You guys can also check out the Dungeon Masters Guild page, and I will really quickly click on that to see what in fact is the current sales up to this point with an hour, 52 minutes left in the day. Today was a really good day, everybody. I think I don't know if it went over 500, but it went over 400. I know that. Let's just check. So really good sales day today. Weekends are pretty good, That's when people are buying stuff. But let's just check here. Total with 52 minutes left in the day currently is 416.83. So yeah, good day. Cheater in the chat. And then what else, everybody? Oh, yeah, YouTube and Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can go to the Facebook page. Now, just to be clear, I do have 2 Facebook pages. One of them is the link that'll give you is the business, the DM's Guild Facebook page, where you can get, specials and coupons and everything for DM's Guild and maybe secret stuff I talk about. The other Facebook page, which is, you'd have to go dig that up, that's not a link that I have there, is my personal one, where I talk about, being a left liberal atheist person who believes in women's rights and anti-conservatism and no religion and stuff like that. So you don't want anything to do with that. You want to stay away from that. That's a lot of bullshit you don't want to talk about. But I guess that's it, everybody. I hope you will come back tomorrow night. We will be giving away some prizes. We always give away prizes on Sunday night, so you always want to watch out for that. And all of our other shows. And come by the Discord and say hi and hang out, because that's how we like it. Enjoy the rest of your, I guess, Saturday night, or perhaps wherever you are, Sunday morning. And until next time, good gaming, everyone.